We back at it again. Back at it again. Third day in a row. As it is.
What now?
Let's see what everyone's got to say.
What in the blazes?
Low purpose regular. Can't get through a single day without a drink. We've all been dealt a shite hand in this life, haven't we? In other parts of town, they can't shut up about Luis or the king. So let me ask you, even if a proper, upstanding bloke takes the crown, is that going to fill my empty pockets? No way in hell, I say. People got all their ideas about the country, how the country ought to be like, but at the end of the day, they'll never remember outcasts like us. Alright. Regular customer. Hey, will you be staying at this inn for some time? I'd really like to, but... Haha, so you like it here too? Then you're one of us. Well, whenever it is you end up going, be sure to come back to see Maria and Fabian again. No, that's really my concern. Those two seem to like you a lot. Hell yeah.
Hey.
Hey, Stroll. I asked Fabian for a map of Martira, and she gave me the one for Greece's personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabian continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals. Speaking of goals, I found a way to fix the follower goal widget, so now it's actually representative of how far we are along. 9 out of 10. We got one overnight Uber fighter. I know you in the... I don't know you in the flesh realm, but I know you in the internet space. Thank you. And Annette's nobody. Not because I don't like her, but because I was literally just testing the widget. And it applies an actual follower to the latest follower list. And I can't get rid of it. Hi, Hulkenberg. Hey, girl. Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive overturned uncertainty. Never mind, forgive me my mutterings, just please do not be surprised no matter what we're presented with. I have a feeling she maybe didn't do such a good job with the carriage procurement. She either did a really bad job or a really, really good job.
Hello.
I've decided I'm heading to Brylehaven. It's much too boring to just spend my days at the inn. I'm gonna see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elda. You do well to see the world too someday.
Don't push
Hey,
yourself
Fabian.
too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while. Hell yeah. It is nighttime. Shouldn't go out right now. At least I don't have a dumb cat keeping me from it. I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong. Oh, but I can't go in and check on her.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. She'll get angry if you go in without her permission. I can faintly hear the hustle and bustle of the city from beyond the closed shutters. Alright. We haven't looked at the memorandum in a while. Martira, Old Castle Town. A town southwest of Grand Trad off the main road, developed from a town originally formed around Kriegant Castle, a military stronghold of the Annex War. The town's distance from the main road gives it a sense of isolation, and, some say, a certain gloom. One of Ukrainia's closest towns to the Oceanian border, which made it a cornerstone of Ukrainian defense against Oceania during the Annex War. Relatively flat terrain affords the castle's watchtower a clear view of the town's environs. Any movement or mobilization from Oceania was thus immediately observed, making it impossible to launch a surprise attack on the town, especially as the war predated the invention of the swift, powerful gauntlet runners of modern fame. However, its time as the keystone of Uchronia's front lines has long since passed into history. Alright, so Old Wartown. The Principality of Oceania. One of the Kingdom of Uchronia's 3 constituent countries, occupying its westernmost lands, the Oceanian capital, Port Brialhaven, is the largest trade port in the kingdom. Owing to a history of extensive sea route trade with civilians and pirates alike, it's been known for its powerful navy since before the Annex War and a rich culture centered on its warriors of the sea. Alright, so Lanosea, or whatever the city in Lanosea is that I'm forgetting. The Senate. A council of sages who assist the king with political affairs. Formed upon the unification of 3 kingdoms, it consists of 5 members: the Prince of Montario, the Prince of Oceania, the Royal Army's General, the head of the Crown Theocracy, and the head of the Igniter Consortium. The offices are held by different individuals but have no set term, and while each member is theoretically equal in rank and voice, the influence of the Crown Theocracy has been increasing for decades. More specifically, ever since Forden took the office of Sanctifex and Sanctism became the state religion, Forden effectively became the Senate's primary speaker and representative, tilting the power balance. As it is. Day of the Hero, Day of Calamity, Tournament for the Throne. A large-scale tournament where prospective candidates compete to gain the approval of the people. The winner of this popularity contest will then be crowned king. The Crown Theocracy proclaim themselves to be the organizers after the invocation of the royal magic by the previous king. The stated purpose is for candidates to prove their worth by completing tasks while visiting the 3 capitals of the United Kingdoms. But could there be ulterior motive? Exhibition of the Brave, a grandiose event celebrating the first task of the Tournament for the Throne. For this exhibition, candidates are to neutralize a dangerous creature disrupting the peace of the nation. They must then bring its head to Port Brialhaven in the Principality of Oceania to await judgment of their asset by the masses. The party will have to prepare something spectacular to catch the attention of Luis, who has refused to participate in this mission. Alright, purchase of past kings. That's just the room with all the blown up paintings that we saw. Baleka Corridor is some ruins that had the goblins in it. Starry Tribe, a tribe recognizable by a third eye. They don masks and wear culturally significant attire, which many among the other tribes find unsettling. Though their population isn't necessarily low in number, the Mistari are hard to come by, as most live in the Virga Island archipelago. As they believe in a unique faith, they are often targets of persecution outside of the island, denounced as pagans. The eye on their foreheads is often called their third eye, capable of perceiving magla, which is invisible to the naked eyes of most tribes. However, how clearly they can see the magla depends on the individual. For some, it is vague, while others can see it more clearly than fairies, perceiving even the magla's quality and density. The density. Half-Blood is pretty self-explanatory. On Hulkenberg. Hails from the Hulkenberg family, one of the most prestigious noble families in Montario. While her father and brothers rose to prominence in the world of politics, her youth was marked by merit, not with her wits, but her martial prowess, leaving her a black sheep among her family. In order to achieve success on her own, she overcame her family's opposition and went on to pursue a career as a knight. But after failing to protect the prince, she has been too ashamed to return home. Oh man. Zorba. Circeum's circumcision Zorba, part of the entourage Luis brought with him to the royal funeral. A skilled mage who demonstrated such fanatic loyalty to Luis that he willingly descended into necromancy. His single horn and closed third eye suggest a half-blooded Claymore and Mistari ancestry, and discrimination he faced for these circumstances likely led to his blind fanaticism. Brigida Lycan, the rogue proprietress of Lycan Magic Association, a shop that sells magic igniters to the General Republican Grand Trad. A frosty demeanor and ample rumors of shady underground connections give her an air of unapproachability. However, she bears no discriminatory feelings toward minor tribes and chooses to evaluate people by their abilities. Some speculate this mediocratic meritocratic inclination stems from personal history, but the truth is anyone's guess. Barden. Alphas Barden, a strapping Rusant warrior serving as captain of the Guard Corps in Martira. A man of integrity, his careful and fair judgment is so trusted, he's treated as the right-hand man to the Lady of Martira. He traveled a great distance to Grand Trad to post a bounty for the criminal responsible for an unsolved series of kidnappings in Martira. Yeah, he's that guy. He's that guy that said, "Hey, come help me." Town criers, spokespeople for the Crown Theocracy. As the literacy rates are low, they're also responsible for spreading proclamations and other important information to the kingdom's masses. Criers are often seen speaking on the streets and corners of larger towns, even when no major event is taking place. You crying? Sanctus Church is just the church where the sanctism closure is the thing they say when they're praying. Fairies. Intelligent life forms that originated separately from the 8 tribes. Fairies are magical beings whose lives are dependent on magic itself. Their wings are organs of magical conveyance, making them float naturally, so they only flap them to stabilize themselves in the air. Fairies can also sense the presence or absence of magic around them through their 5 senses. It's a skill that can be shared among fairies, and with training can even be shared with people for short periods of time. In ancient times, this skill was called Fae Sight, and was quite prized. It's been told that even kings sometimes took fairies with them on their journeys. Though different sexes exist, it is difficult to visually discern as their appearance does not change with age. Okay, Melancholia Crystal, that's the sadness one. Trance Crystal, that's the hypnosis one that gets a bunch of enemies in it. Melancholia. A word uttered by the necromancer Zorba, thought to be an invocation of magic where the magla within one's body irrepressibly bursts, causing biological functions to turn irregular. The phenomenon drives most creatures to uncontrollable violence, and bizarre changes can occur throughout the body, depending on the degree of its progression. Okay, so the shit yourself spell. Nice. Royal Magic Protection. Yeah, it'll just... Royal Magic Protection stops people from getting assassinated if you're actually a candidate. Curse Formula. A diagram of the formula created to cast the curse on the prince. The curse magic is so complex, none have yet been able to undo its tangled weave. The convoluted nature of the spell has led to the belief that the spellcaster drew the formula as they composed it. Obtaining and deciphering this formula may enable the curse to be revoked. Considering that Luis is protected by the royal magic and now cannot be killed, this is the party's last hope to lift the curse. Unless of course we're also following like a plan B, like a contingency in case we can't get that, which is just one of us becomes the king and then we can just off him. The bed is simple and clean and has an aroma that reminds me of a clear sunny day. Maybe it's time to call it a night. It won't let me do anything else, so let's go to bed.
Good night.
Rest well.
Can I come in?
Yeah. What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Well, you're all leaving tomorrow, right? I'll be cheering for you. So I just...
Oh.
Oh no, I promised Miss Fabian I wouldn't cry.
I won't tell
It's
her.
alright. I won't tell her.
Papa was trying to stop a bad man, you said. And that's what you're all doing too, isn't it? Please come back home safe. I'll be waiting here as long as it takes.
It's a promise.
It's a promise.
All right. Promise? The
Yeah.
next time I see you again, can you tell me more about the outside world?
This one's important.
Promising returns. Maria is waiting for us to return home and regale her with the tales of the strange and distant places we visit. I get a curative coney roast.
I never got a chance to say this to Papa. So, thank you. I'll go to bed now.
Okay.
Captain, may I have a moment?
Hi, Hulkenberg. Hey, girl.
I was hoping for a chance to speak before we set out.
Yeah, what's going on?
Since our meeting, I've done nothing but impose on you. Now you risk your very life for this cause. 'Tis no easy burden. It pains me to see. When I think of how this may yet save His Highness, I lose sight of all else. Such disregard ill becomes me.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
'Tis kind of you to say. But that book... We met once before, on a carriage bound for the capital. Do you recall?
Yeah, you were in the intro cutscene.
Now that you mention it, I do.
My apologies. I thought only to minimize casualties, one way or another.
No, you were good to stab those guys.
So, 'tis a novel envisioning an ideal world. Curious to see a utopian novel these days. I'd thought them long since banned.
Society's so racist, they ban all books that are like, hey, maybe don't be racist.
You needn't worry. I've no intention of taking it from you.
Yeah, it'd be pretty fucked up if you did.
I've sometimes wondered why such books were forbidden. Rumors say the Sanctists objected to their contents. Yet I wonder, how could a simple book have possibly stunned them so? Do you mind if I read a passage or two?
Yeah.
So it is a fiction written as if a personal account. This chapter seems to concern the system by which the nation's leader is decided. In this country, one cannot become even a statesman, much less sovereign, without the consent of the people. Those who aspire to statecraft must first solemnly swear before the people what they will do in service of their country. Should they earn title but break their word, they are denounced and stripped of power. Such is the authority of the people.
Based.
In this way, it is the people who are the land's true king. Quite the opposite of our own country. Now I see why our upper echelons would abolish such texts. Had our lands embraced such accountability, perhaps His Royal Highness would not have suffered such a fate.
I mean, he probably still would have gotten stabbed.
No. As a knight, 'tis not my place to say. I must clear my head of these fantasies. In the end, clinging to a dream will do me no good. Oh, I suppose 'tis not so bad to dream now and then.
Yeah.
It takes power to walk the path of our dearest hopes. Perhaps that is the purpose of this newfound strength. My dearest dream. 'Tis to save His Highness, even at the cost of my life. Nothing more.
Nice.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh.
Judah!
Lady Juna!
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, it's that guy. Yo, your forehead's going crazy.
Faraway sky, blue and clear. Echo my wish, so that all may hear. One and all born to this land, as here we stand. Let us
Oh, look at all these characters we haven't met yet. They'll make a Swiftie out of us all. Bye. Bye.
Even I'm feeling the heat. Well, I suppose it's time to fan the flames. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to the inauguration of the Tournament for the Throne! For the first time, the crown is anyone's to claim, as long as the aspirants can complete 3 grueling challenges.
Wow, a Sanctus Crier! He's perfect for this!
Let's discuss the venues. We kick off in the west, in the Pearl of the Coast, the Principality of Oceania's harbour city capital, Port Brilehaven. There, they face their first challenge, the Exhibition of the Brave. Each contender must bring back the head of a monster, a mark of their prowess and courage. Next, our would-be monarchs head east. Upon the misty peaks, we arrive in the Principality of Montario's beautiful city of faith, Altaberry Heights.
Well, they got a floating rock.
Finally, our heroes make their well-deserved return home to Grand Trad. But first, let's do introductions. It's time to meet those risking their lives for the crown. Closest to the throne, I know him, you know him. It's Sanctism's one and only 78th Sanctifex, His Eminence, Forden! Victory to Sanctifex Forden!
I claim no great ambition, nor any heated calls to action. All I wish is to restore order for our people and to safeguard our land from the threats beyond. This chaos we face is but one of God's many trials. Let us restore our kingdom's glory together!
Moving right along, we come next to His Eminence's champion, the very spear in his hand, the warrior monk captain of the Crown Theocracy, Master Giddo.
Oh, hello.
I come before you only in loyal service of His Eminence.
You have a real interesting head.
The throne to him gladly. But those who would seize the crown by force, I will teach you to fear God and to fear me.
So much for this being a fair competition. How many horses do the Sanctus have in this race? Still, it's not over by far. The Luis supporters won't take this lying down.
They probably won't take it standing up either.
Where's Count Louise?
Yeah, where's Count Louise? Where is he?
All right, settle down. At this time, I can report that Count Luis has not applied to enter the tournament.
What? He's not even entering?
Then what becomes of us? Our entire purpose in this race was to get closer to him.
Don't worry. He's definitely paying attention. He's only in second as it is, so we can't afford to ignore this whole production. Sit tight. I'm sure he'll make a move soon.
All right, all right. For those Count Luis supporters, you might want to meet our next entrant. A rising socialite, a man of ambition, godless and fearless, the brash young warrior serving Count Luis, Gladel, the Black Hound.
Oh, it's this guy.
So he was one of Luis's men.
Why are we
The
crunching?
fallen king embraced Sanctism and all its holy tenets, and for what? He was nothing before Lord Luis.
Look to the sky all you wish. No god can save you! What our country needs is power!
Well, it's not quite all the contenders, but let's get on with the introductions. The great liberal merchant, it's Roger Ward.
Oh yeah, it's this
By war,
guy.
by conquest, by right, it's Rudolph Kraus. In it more for the gauntlet runners
Aw.
than the throne, it's Lena Caden.
I love her.
Sure to be popular by pledging free drinks for life, it's Loveless O'Shea. Uplifting the beautiful
I know who
and
I'm voting
deposing the
for.
hideous, it's
Ew.
Milo Maurizio.
Ew.
If we lose this, I think the country has some even bigger problems.
Now, I do believe we have one final candidate. Do we have an Elden boy present? Come on, let's see a face.
Hi.
What? An elder? Disgraceful. Is this the only way you could think to distinguish yourself?
By the way, the ride you applied with still hasn't arrived. And if it doesn't show up by the time the noon bell rings, you're disqualified. All right?
Hey! What's going on?
Hey, Hulkenberg.
That nitwit! What is he doing?
Oh.
So, contestants, are you ready?
Thump.
What? Last, I say! Wait! Found your behave!
Hello. Oh?
A land runner?
It's quick! Wait, it's headed right for the... It'll crash!
Whoa!
Ooh.
What the heck is that?
Wonderful. So much for a first impression.
What, huh? Isn't she a marvel, chums?
Oh, I love this guy.
You nearly brought down the cathedral! Have a care.
What?
It was bad enough when Luis did it the first time.
I can't hear you.
Shameless old fool.
Not bad, kid. Guess you've got some interesting tricks up your sleeve after all. Right! I'd call that a full roster. Ladies and gentlemen, race across the land. Go! Prove yourself worthy and earn your crown.
I don't like that
For
guy.
the people, for the throne. Let the games begin.
Hooray.
We must take to the road.
Come on, come on!
We got our own little ship. Run, 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 run.
So fast! Gotta hold on to something or I'll get blown up!
Oh, we're already outside. Damn. Popularity rank 5021. My support is changing. I ended up standing out more than I expected. I've gained a lot of interest, but I only consider this as part of my mission to aid the prince.
Just a sec.
Whoa, what is this thing? Is this our carriage? Zip.
Can you hear me?
Shall I just run along the main road then? The others seem to be doing as much. You're just as crazy as this runner. I'll take the compliment, little lady. Now let's have some coordinates for a little test run. What's happening right now?
See.
We want to go to a place called Martira, Old Castletown, I think. Should be a ways south. Camp, camp, camp. City. Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
Let us hurry.
Oh, I smell.
Alright. Might end up being a little bit.
Wow!
Martira, here it is. Down to Martira, eh? On this craft's legs, oh, I'd say that'll be 4 days. 3 nights about.
Oh.
4 days and 3 nights. That's a great deal faster than a carriage. And surely the roads will be safer at that kind of speed. Valley good. Now cinch those britches, chaps. Full steam ahead to Martira Old Castletown. Hooray!
This is amazing! I don't know a thing about gauntlet runners, but even I can tell this is a hell of a craft. I can hardly believe she's ours to drive.
Thanks for the Lexus, Hulkenberg.
You're telling me that? Feels like ages since I've been out on the open road. This girl's been waiting long enough for her time to shine.
So this is what you used to talk with the driver? Convenient, that. Look, old fellow, are you really on our side? You realize we don't have funds to pay you.
Money? Ha! I'm not in this for the money, boy. What I want is a little gusto. What do you think, lad? Isn't this a rush?
It is at that. Like riding the wind.
Yeah, this is great.
That's the ticket. It's been so long since I've had a good chin wag.
Wagging your chin about.
Brilliant, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You've a good head on your shoulders, boy. Yes, I can tell you're a sharp one. Where to, ladies?
A pointy one,
the
even.
world is our shellfish.
World's your Esther.
You certainly are a different person behind the wheel.
Hey, Hulkenberg!
Yeah, who the fuck is this guy?
That man is Neurus. An Ishkia, if 'twas not obvious from the wings. And despite everything, he was heir to a noble house and personal machinist for the royal family.
What?
He's a master engineer, of course, positively peerless. But as you can see, the runners get him a bit excitable.
Oh yeah, we zoom in. Noble District Underhall.
Neurus? Are you there? I'm coming in.
Hello? Hello?
Even amidst all this commotion in town, I find you buried in your work.
Yeah, just banging on those gears. Really going to town on them.
As always.
Tink, tink, tink.
To business then. I must ask a favor. Would you be able to ready a carriage for me?
No new commissions. No time for them. Ask another right.
It is not the new one I require. Before His Highness disappeared, did you not accept a contract to build him a custom carriage? Without a formal owner, I reasoned that it must now lie unused. I was hoping I might borrow it a short while.
Pish and tosh, woman. She is for royal use and naught else.
'Tis an unreasonable request, I know. But I'd not be asking without a grave need. Might I at least see it?
I mean, well,
'Twas specially made for His Highness, yes? Not a work you'd have sold off. Where lies it now?
I've deadlines to meet, dash it. Off with you now. Leave me be.
You've been acting stranger than usual. What ails you?
Whoa!
Good
Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a honkin' chonker of a boy.
Is this a gauntlet runner? The very craft commissioned for His Highness the Prince? Even knowing His Highness was gone, still you toiled away. Oh, Neurus, you are an inspiration. Such nobility of purpose.
Yeah, a cool guy. Can we decorate it with stickers?
Yes. Right.
However, for a craft meant for the royal family, it is rather excessive, isn't it? Did you really build this vehicle exactly to their orders?
He got a little carried away with it, huh?
You cannot mean...
Well, at first, certainly. I followed the blueprints exactly. But then His Highness died, and... well, I couldn't just let the old girl waste away.
He went away modding.
A masterpiece like her? Collecting dust in storage? No! Unacceptable! Unthinkable! I'm working toward a dream. And this poor old girl is going to help me see it through. And then, finally...
I really do like his sideburns into mustache.
You imbecile! A lowly, brazen court engineer butchering His Highness's inheritance for a hobby! For this mania! You embezzled the royal treasury and disrespected his legacy! Treason!
Mercy, please!
Oh yeah, you got him by the balls now.
Take my head if you must, milady. But leave the Balliol runner alone.
You got him by the goonch.
Look, this runner... it is fully operational now, is it? Then I suggest you cooperate, for both our sakes. Finish your tinkering by tomorrow and bring it to the Grand Cathedral as soon as you can.
Eh? What's all this now? You play the proud soldier at me and then pluck it for your own schemes?
Hello, sir. Welcome in.
Tis no scheme. I would use it for His Highness's sake.
Yeah, just want it for His Highness and not at all because it's a cool car.
Eh? Hold a tick. Haven't you been looking for him? Wandering across God knows where last I heard? So if you're back now and now you want a gauntlet runner for His Highness?
How are you this fine day?
Still alive? That's it! I've got you, haven't I?
'Twas His Highness who gave you refuge while you were only a heretical scholar condemned by the Sanctists. The time has come to repay his mercy.
Understood.
Oh, that's good. I've been chugging away at this one for the past few days now.
Is that enough?
Really getting
Can
into
this old
it.
duck really handle an undercover operation?
Old duck.
I know what you're thinking, but 'tis at least true that he feels an undying debt of gratitude to the royal family.
Pish and tosh, boy. A little faith. Not to brag, but this old duck's craft might be the fastest gauntlet runner in the kingdom. Why, probably the world.
Yeah, no joke. It's really just... It is literally just if the Persona games had like a fantasy cloak on them.
I think.
Like you got social links and everything.
How encouraging.
Oh, it's very good. I've been having a very good time with it.
All I want is to push this runner as far and as fast as she can go. Show her off to the world. And you? Well, I presume you'd rather work together than have to walk, eh?
Zach is also playing it. Like, he's on the demo right now. But we share our Steam libraries with each other, and he's right in the middle.
I don't know about this, but I guess we'll just have to trust him.
Oh yeah,
What do
he's
you
been
think?
having a good time. I think we can count on him.
I think we can count on him. If you're sure, I suppose. We'll deal with it if we have to.
Oh yeah, he's playing it right now. He's doing the... Again, he's just in the demo, but yeah, he's right in the middle of it. He's playing it right now.
Either way, he knows the prince is alive, so we can't just leave him to his own devices. We're all in the same boat. Or runner, I guess.
You lot can handle the fighting, and I'll handle all the driving and grease work. Just make sure you've got a proper plan for all this mess now.
This guy's got no filter. But he has a point. We do need to talk strategy.
Needing to talk straggerty.
So, summing up. Our first trial is to slay a monster. We take its head as proof, then get it to the goal line before the deadline. The bigger the head, the better.
Damn, this thing's really shaking around. Nobody boil any water in here.
Our destination is Port Brilehaven, the capital of the Western Principality of Oceania. It'd be a trek on foot, but this gauntlet runner should make it a snap.
So getting the bounty's head is our next move. And our target is a nefarious criminal who's been kidnapping and selling off children. Right?
A criminal? Did the task not specify a monster's head?
Don't worry, all part of the plan. We don't need to win this thing. We just need to get Luis's attention. Everyone's going to show up with monster heads, and we shake things up with a felon. A knight-turned-kidnapper at that. Shows them we're there for justice.
Yeah, because if we get a known criminal taking their children's, then we'll get a bit more brownie points with the citizenry.
But to deliberately violate the rules, we risk being disqualified entirely.
I mean, they didn't technically state that it had to be a monster head. They did say head and monster, but they didn't say strictly those things.
Then again, 'tis just as likely to win the people's attention and thereby Luis's. I do understand the intent.
I got a monster head bounty. I can just get that too. You can bring two of them.
Plan?
It's perfect.
I think it's a perfect idea. Makes sense, doesn't it? The bounty's Heismay, an ex-knight. I realize that's a little close to home, Hulkenberg, so if you'd rather hang back...
No. His title is precisely why I cannot let his atrocities stand. And yet... 'tis strange indeed that we are hunting a mere man when the trial demands a monster. Then again, our true aim is beyond the ambitions of any other aspirant.
Wait, does it just have... I'm looking at the scenery outside. I'm wondering if it's just literally going around in a circle. If we're just going in a big circle, because that's kind of the way it's turning.
Our fate rests in this plan of yours, Stroll.
Thank you. I'll try to ensure your trust isn't misplaced.
Medals Day.
Righto. Then our course is set. Feel free to use anything in the gauntlet runner. Even got a bathing room if you could use a wash.
Good to know. We can always look around more thoroughly later.
But I want to look around thoroughly now.
Yes. You needn't tire yourself out before we arrive.
Well, I'm a tinkerer and not much else. All my fighting happens in the old workshop. But I'll take you wherever you're going for your sake and mine. After all, the wilds out there are no berry picnic. Oh no. It's a den of wild beasts and savage scoundrels. And I'll not get past it without days on the road together.
Scoundrels.
So, if you need anything besides a steady hand on the wheel, give me a hoot. Bound to find me in the cockpit or the engine room.
He's certainly an eccentric, but he doesn't seem like a bad person.
Yeah,
We'll
he's a
get
cool
used to
guy.
him, I suppose.
The Gauntlet Runner. The Gauntlet Runner has various areas for different activities, such as the strategy room, the lounge, and the kitchen. You can also visit Academia by finding more and interacting with him. Let's visit the engine room first. Take your time and have a look around on your way there.
Oh, yeah?
Hell yeah, I've never been in a Gauntlet Runner. Kinda want to see what the engine room's like. Yes. Yes, we're in the big thing. Stairs to the cockpit. Massive door. Dock. Oh, fuck. Yeah, stomping around. Hell yeah. Yeah, we zoom in. Oh, and you can see him in there. Hey, man. You just hanging out? Oh, man. We got some twees here and there. We got some flying guys around. Oh man, this is sick. Fuck yeah. How do I get back in? There. Engine room. Kitchen. Oven. Washing area. You have to wash your dishes properly, but being that water is a precious resource, that actually goes double. The oven. Hulkenberg said that most things are edible if you put them over a fire, but is that really true?
Got it.
It's the kitchen. I can prepare meals here. Provided I got the ingredients, I assume. Oh, they got the little bed. They got the little, like the sleeping pods that they have in Japan. In Japan, they have these little, spots where you can, like, rent a bed for the night, and it's literally formed up just like this. It's like a pod in the wall that you lay in, and it's a bed. You check the back deck. Whoa, cloth covered barrel. Beneath this cloth, there seems to be a big barrel. I wonder what it's used for. Ooh, a surprise tool that will help us later. That one up there is not looking so secure, my guy. Are we being followed? Wow. Oh, and the sky, it looks so cool. Oh, man. Everything about this game slaps. Everything about this game goes so hard. Shelf. These books are a mess. We should clean this up at some point. I mean, with the way this thing is moving, that's probably not going to help very much. There are a lot of books lined up. Cloth coated device. There's some sort of strange device wrapped in cloth. Looks like one of Nero's inventions in the making. Yeah, a little bench. Oh, it's the pictures. It's him. Oh, and there's a cat. I wonder if we get to meet the cat. Then we got Gauntlet Runner diagrams. We got a picture of the city. We got... We got some ships. We got some more of the city. This is just the kitchen again. Toilet. More pressing matters at hand. Washroom. Wow, so this room's made for bathing. Can we really just hop in mid-ride and take a real bath? I mean, I call first dip.
Hey.
Were you just gonna stride up and strip nude? Where do you think you are? Unacceptable.
Really?
It's a bathing room. Oop, ought to mention, no running water yet. Working on it. Unacceptable. Oh, the good banter. But yeah, also probably a really bad idea to do that while we're moving. You're gonna slip and like bust your ass open. Oh, there's some pristine clear water and Morricone meat. I wonder who left them here. I can use these for cooking. Thank you. The pristine water is good for the roasted bidou, but I still need the meat and the red grass, provided I don't already have those things somewhere in my pockets. Hey, Hulkenberg. The runner makes a smooth ride, at least. Eccentricities aside, he certainly earned his title as court engineer. That said, I'm more concerned with his unseen workings. I do hope he hasn't made any dubious additions. carriage can't begin to compete with a gauntlet runner's speed. I hope they've earned their reputation, or I suppose they have. That I'm in constant fear of losing my lunch is far from ideal, but once I'm used to it, I'm sure the journey will be pleasant. Oh, is that why you're standing by the portholes, so that if you need to, you can hurl out? They do appear to be covered in glass, so that's probably not a good idea. Reinforced steel on top of thick, on top of thick glass. It doesn't appear to be easily breakable. Alright, this door must lead to the end of the gauntlet runner. It's locked tightly to prevent accidental entry. I hope he hasn't taken any creative liberties. Watchtower! Ah! Enemies! It's one of those fuckers. I hate them. I hate those things so much. They teleport around you, and then they hit you, and it's a bad time, and I don't like them. Eventually mods for computer video games will get to the point where you could add huge titties to this thing. Washing machine. A machine that does laundry, handmade by Neuris. Seems there's nothing in it at the moment. Oh, so I can purify things here. Where am I? Where am I? Okay. Engine. Beanbag chair. Bag of cotton. There's a fluffy bag that's perfect for sitting on. If I sat on it, I don't think I'd be able to move. We got medieval beanbags. Hell yeah. Pile of powder. I've never smelled this fragrance before. I can't tell whether it's used for food or fuel. Does that have his face? Is that his face? Yeah, that's supposed to be his. That's supposed to be his glasses and his nose. Ooh, little workbench. Upright cleaning tool. Maybe not now. Invented the vacuum cleaner, I see. Oh, it's one of those stupid shark ones that comes apart and gets clogged. Neura's research desk. This must be where new inventions are born. Birth. Small cabinet. Some unique items are lined up here. Neura's personal belongings, I think. Oh, it's all his different Elton John glasses. And another shoit. What a fun little space. What's in here? Hi, more. Oh. A heart.
Yes?
Wonder what makes this thing run.
Hello?
First time in a gauntlet runner, eh? Whoa, that scared me. Looks like that pipe's in here too. Called a runner phone. There's one in every room. Now I believe I heard you speculating on the old girl's inner workings. Gauntlet runners use magma crystals as fuel to run, you see. Used to be you'd take your life in your hands when you traveled the wilds. Then, thanks to the kingdom's greatest minds, the Gauntlet Runner was born. The runner's actual legs are based on colossal beasts, made for zero momentum loss, even on the roughest terrain. Among other things, I've modified this craft with a bit more zip and speed, another step closer to my dream. Oh, I love his little character. I love his character portraits. What dream? Long story, my girl. Best told to a captive audience with no plans for the next few days and nights. Never mind then. Maybe some other time. Anyway, still plenty about the old girl that's new, a work in progress. But by the time I'm done, she'll have some new tricks. You just watch. It'll be sunset before long, so start thinking about bedding down for the night. Can't run in the dark, and the old girl needs her rest as much as we do. Gauntlet Runner activities. You will continue towards your destination while spending time on the Gauntlet Runner. Utilize its facilities to obtain items, raise abilities, or do other things you wouldn't be able to do in town. Try using the kitchen, reading books at the bookshelf, or using the washing machine. More activities will become available over time. You can also spend time with your allies while traveling, which may help to improve your virtues. And at the end of the day, the choice is yours. The choice is gross. The choice is gross. Igniter. I've never seen an igniter like this before. Oh, is this for shooting stuff? Alright, but yeah, glad to know that time is not completely lost on our journey, just because last time we were going places and camping out, it was taking entire days. A magic igniter, enormous compared to those used by the army. If I recall correctly, it uses magma crystals as fuel. Same stuff. Alright. It's Nira's homemade washing machine. Doing laundry will take my mind off things and increase my max MP.
Understood.
Alright. What are you trying to do there? Runner activities, what can we do? Doesn't the runner seem a bit grimy? As long as we're calling it home, we should pitch in with cleaning. Who knows, we might even stumble on some stuff that got left lying around. With the vacuum cleaner. This weird tool is actually a cleaning igniter that Nira modified to create wind that collects dust. Pretty nifty. I know it's hard, but all the lifting and bending over is sure to strengthen your legs, yeah? My max HP will increase. Supporters. Doesn't seem like anybody has anything important to say. Alright. Max MP boost, that's very good. We'll definitely... that... in the rankings of the different things I can do right now, this is at the top of the list. Let me go look at what else we got. Okay.
Speaking of,
Nura said he got the kitchen up and running. If you're hungry, would you fancy a meal? I hardly consider myself a chef with any great skill, but Stroll said he wanted to try some of the recipes he learned at the Hushed Honeybee. Alright. Hey, hey man, you doing alright? You doing alright here, buddy? Ugh, I feel drunk. Are you okay? I'll survive. I can handle swaying of a carriage, but this, it's another beast. Seems I'll need to learn to endure it. Poor guy. Alright. Let's see. Kitchen. We've also got the library. Bookshelf is lined with interesting books. The books I could read are New World Travel Diary, Pride and Persuasion. Oh my god. Oh. I hit the wrong... I selected it. This book outlines useful conversational techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Nira's probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. If I read this book, I may gain more eloquence. Oh, I haven't gained any eloquence. In fact, eloquence is the only stat that I have nothing in right now. Alright, let's see what we can do for cooking. Use the Gauntlet Runner's cooking table to whip up some food for you and your allies. Eating prepared meals can grant your party various positive effects. To cook, you'll need ingredients. Buy them, win them, or find them lying around. Try to experiment as much as possible. After you've made every dish at least once, you may learn how to create the ultimate culinary masterpiece. Oh my god. Maybe he went shopping. Oh, I can make the roasted badoo. And the coney stuff. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Roasted badoo recipe, cured coney roast, coney stew, holistic whitefish platter, critical meatballs, steadfast stew, precision fermented ribs, stale black bread recipe. Want to make something? If so, we should try to have everyone teach us their culinary specialty. Yeah, let's cook. I know that Stroll really likes this one. And I've made this several times, but restores 250 HP and cures poison for all allies. Restores 400 HP and cures burn for one ally. Alright, so we have 3 days. We have 3 days so we can do 3 things. I'll cook today, read tomorrow, and then do laundry on the last day. Yeah, do curative coney.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him. Hey man, don't vomit in the pot, please. For as often as we simply refer to our meals as meat, something to keep in mind is where it's cut from. The taste and texture can change dramatically, you know. Each type of cut has an ideal preparation, and if you do it well, it turns out tender and delicious. Something to strive for, wouldn't you say?
Speaking of,
So what kind of cut do we have here? Ah, but never you mind, just leave this to me. I began preparing the food with Stroll. Watch your meat and adjust the heat. So it goes. Although it depends on what your preference is, really. It's nearly time. No, it is time. Strike now! Strike now! Do it! Kill him! Yes, not bad so far. See the juices there? There's your proof this is turning out delicious. We'll add a little something for the aroma and we're done. But just a little, or it'll overshadow the flavor. Amazing. Stroll and I made a delicious-looking dish cooked to perfection. It's curative coney roast. Smells great, doesn't it? Now imagine how it tastes. That's not the only coney roast I have. I also have the one Maria gave me. Stroll and I cleaned up the kitchen. Time really flew. Hooray! Does that give me relationship points with him?
The desert camp as the scorching sun sinks below the horizon and the curtain of night falls over the land. Protected within the stalwart hull of the Gauntlet Runner, the party gains a short, peaceful respite.
Desert camp. Establishing an encampment. At night, the vast wilderness outside town is ensconced in darkness. Forcing your way through the unmarked terrain is very dangerous, even with a stalwart gauntlet runner. Instead, establish camp somewhere safe. You can resume your travels the next morning. While at an encampment, you can use any of the facilities on the gauntlet runner like usual, but you can also reminisce about the journey with your allies. Give it a try. 3 days until we meet Martira. Our first time camping in the gauntlet runner. I'm kinda excited, but it'll be a long night, so why not spend some time relaxing with someone? Nighttime activities. Wow. Wow. Okay. Campfire. There are insects gathering by the campfire.
Yep.
Oh, apparently you can eat these bugs. Well, according to Hulkenberg anyway. Yeah, my bug-eating queen. I should try and catch one. Dream Eater Moth. I caught one of the bugs gathered by the campfire. When it's my turn to cook, I should use it as an ingredient. Hey guys, guess who's gonna force you to eat bugs? Hey man. Oh, how was that ride, eh? Smooth as butter? Luxurious as a palace? Awe-inspiring? Tear-jerking? Absolutely. Gwahahahaha. This runner's such a guilty pleasure. Though, credit where it's due, my tinkering certainly helped make her what she is. Though, full disclosure, that's all thanks to a little mechanism I whipped together that keeps her legs from sinking into the dunes. Wouldn't have to worry about the terrain if she could just fly, but that's a story for another day. Off you go, better get your 40 winks. Will we be able to fly at some point? That'd be so cool. Hi, Stroll. Here. Who's available? Run our activities. I have to clean clothes. Of course, I wash my clothes every day, so I literally sparkle.
Hey.
Hey, Stroll. Hey, you looking for something to do? My weapons are as sharp as they're gonna get. While I'm not up to much, care to keep me company for a while? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Stroll, maybe I can hone my imagination. Can I spend my time with him? Let's see if there's more activities inside that can be accomplished. Of course, I can do more things in here, but I want to see if Hulkenberg's around. I guess she already went to bed. Oh no, there she is. Oh, she can. I can also boost my imagination with her.
Well met.
I don't suppose you're as overburdened with free time as I am. I'm certainly no stranger to traveling, but I've no idea how to spend idle hours. If the idea appeals, might we talk a bit? By recalling the past and planning for the future with Hulkenberg. Yeah, talk to Hulkenberg. I don't hang out with her as much. This power we've awoken to. I have all sorts of questions, but what I really find curious are these forms we take on. Each has their unique aspects, but one bit they all have in common is their armor-like appearance. What do you make of that? It's cool.
Certainly.
I think it looks cool.
I see.
I do find the austerity of the designs intriguing, but I was not speaking on how they look, per se. In my opinion, the armor encloses the raging forces within us, allowing us to direct that power, as one directs a horse by its reins. It is said people lose their magic because they refuse to confront their fears and anxieties, forever unaware of that power lurking within them. Is that not then the very condition to awaken our slumbering power? Also, hence why it is so exhausting and why it cannot be maintained for long? The ravenous appetite I had afterwards is proof. We'd do well to practice diligence maintaining our food reserves. Hulkenberg and I talked about things to come. I feel like my imagination increased.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of imagination. I'm so imaginative, I'm developing a whole AU. It's getting quite late, but we've a ways to go yet, so I would very much like to continue chatting with you. Yeah, conversation. Hulkenberg and I talked for a while.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Idles Day.
Good morning.
Top of the morning to you, my dear passengers. My name's Jacksepticeye. I trust that the sleeping quarters more than exceeded your expectations, eh?
True.
They were better than I'd feared, considering how tiny they are. But I've got a question of my own. Isn't the desert sand gonna do a number on this runner? My boy, remember who maintains this rugged girl. Nary a grain of sand could fit between her seams, I assure you. Regardless, we'll be leaving these arid dunes behind tomorrow.
I knew it!
Wow, runners really are neat, aren't they? A carriage would never be able to get through the desert this fast. But, just keep an eye on the road, okay, Neris? We'll arrive in Mardia in 2 days, huh? Okay. I can increase my intelligence. I can increase my bravery. Of course, there's the cooking. There's the reading. Oh, it's random. The book I find. Oh, well. I guess that... Okay, that's just there because you can read more than one. Alright. Let's see what the outside looks like, if that's changed at all. Oh, it has a little bit. It's a bit more gray now. We still got some baddies on the horizon following us. Hey, man. Alright, so as far as stats go, I still don't have a lot of courage. Yeah, I'm gonna read that book. The book outlines useful conversation techniques for convincing others. I haven't started it yet. Alright. Yeah, let's get eloquent.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. This section's part of the basics. First impressions are vital when it comes to negotiations. Okay, I guess that's true enough. Lower the other person's guard by assuming a natural smile and humble demeanor. Then use flattery to probe for weak points. Probe for weak points? Why? To exploit them without... This is a lot of different ways to say the same thing. Alright, to gain the upper hand.
Sure.
so that you can gain the upper hand, perhaps.
No kidding.
Oh, I see. It feels a bit underhanded, but I guess if you need things to go your way, that's how it has to be. I feel like paying close attention to the art of persuasion has increased my eloquence.
All right.
Here, let me try it out. Is that a new shirt? Is that a cool new haircut? Wow, you seem really cool. You should like, comment, and subscribe or something. I don't know. Did it work? I don't think it worked. Maybe it's because I'm a little tongue-tied. I'm surprised. I guess a bit more force can go a long way in helping negotiations go smoothly. There's still more left to read in this book. I'll pick up from here next time.
I say, we could stop for a break.
Break time, chums. There's something up ahead, so we'll be stopping here. Oh?
Coming now into view is the Tree of Prophecy, a resplendent tapestry of color against the backdrop of the bleak desert. One theory is that the tree's roots gorge on the land's magla, and still another is that it gorges on those enraptured by its colorful foliage. As
oh. I accidentally hit a button. Oh, it's more talking. Oh, I didn't realize. As though themselves snared by the bewitching magla surrounding the tree, the gauntlet runner comes to a stop at its base. Here we are. Shall we get a closer look? Hi. Oh.
Wow.
It's so pretty. It's not just the leaves. It's as though the whole area has been painted red.
Certainly.
This place calls to mind a picture book I read as a child. It told of a great tree located somewhere within the country, whose colors shifted to foretell unusual events in the times ahead. How exactly would a tree foretell the future? And how does a plant grow this huge in the middle of a desert? I'm not sure if this explains it, but I am sensing an incredible amount of magla in the air here. If your hypothesis is correct, that would make this no mere tree. No, sir, but a magical organism that feeds off magla. As a matter of scientific research, I must document this discovery. Nurse pulled a sheet of paper and a brush from his pocket and began to draw the landscape in front of him.
Hey.
Wow, Nurse, how'd you get so good at drawing? Ah, my boy, meticulous documentation is the foundation of all good research. There you have it, I'm finished here. Take it as a keepsake. You're giving it to me? You sure I can have this?
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I've already committed it all to the safety of mind. I have no need for the sketch itself anymore. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I received Nuris's research picture. The drawing is intricately detailed and can accurately convey the full majesty of this place to a viewer who has never been here.
Hey there.
Hey, why don't we give that to Maria? Oh, yeah. I bet she'd love to see something from our journey, and we could tell her a story about this place. I should get the Beatles sound files from Skyward Sword and add them to the soundboard. Next time we're in Grand Trad, I should give this drawing to Maria. Huh, a magical organism in the form of a tree. Say, aren't fairies in the same classification? Precisely. Gallica is a most precious treasure as well. I've been observing her very closely, which has given me great insight into my own research into flight.
Huh?
What? You've been observing me this whole time? I don't recall you asking, so knock it off.
However?
Man, Gallica's just like a tree, for true and for real. Turning our attention back to the tree, I've heard that it tints itself blue to herald the arrival of favorable developments. I wonder what manner of anomaly its current color portends. We took a brief detour, but I feel that seeing that rare sight has broadened my wisdom.
All right.
Hell yeah. So wise.
The Gauntlet Runner arrives in a quiet clearing, concealed by boulders, as darkness reclaims the wilderness for itself. Monsters run rampant in the wilds. To sleep here would be perilous, unless from within the safety of a Gauntlet Runner. The party, secure in their Gauntlet Runner, spends the night in peace, hidden from hungry gazes.
Rockden Camp. We'll be in Martira the day after tomorrow. I wonder what kind of place Martira is. Oh, random. A towering, rich crimson tree of overwhelming presence that rises from the middle of the desert, roughly halfway between Grand Trad and Martira. In reality, it is a magical plant that feeds on ambient magma as its nutrients. As a result, it is sensitive to subtleties in nature, such as weather and earthquakes, and is said to reflect impending natural disaster through the color of its foliage. In recent years, both its leaves and the surrounding fog have been tinged red, a never-before-seen reaction. The superstitious wonder of this new omen marks dark days to come. Hey, Hulkenberg. Excellent timing. I've just heard something that caught me rather by surprise. After our cart to Grand Trad was beset by bandits, and you were thrown out, you walked the desert to reach the city.
Your thoughts?
Such a vast, empty expanse. An easy land to get lost in, I'm sure. Well, I had
Fair
Gallica.
point.
Of course. You've no need to worry with her at your side, I suppose that's why she's been tasked with the role of messenger.
So,
Well, in the event that you ever find yourself lost in the wilds, let me offer my own advice. Search for the first star. That star moves to the west in the evening, and to the east at night. Time and time again, it helped correct my path in my journey to find His Highness. Still, I must say, I did not expect to return to a life on the road. It will be a long journey yet. Perhaps we'd better rest while we can. I wonder which one that is. Hi, Stroll.
Hey.
Hey, are you looking for something to do? My weapons are sharp as they're gonna get, and I'm not up to much. Care to keep me company for a while? Not right now. Can I get another bug? Yeah! Bugs, 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 bugs. Yum. Alright. Everything in here looks good. We got some books. Book outlines useful conversation techniques for convincing others. I'm in the middle of reading it. Nurse probably left this here, huh? Let's take it over to the window if you want to read it together. I may gain more eloquence. Yeah, I'm still the lowest on eloquence, so yeah, let's do it. Reading.
What's that?
Apparently, this book teaches you ways to ensure others will agree with you. Even if you make a flawless first impression, as the discussion progresses, the other person may erect an emotional wall and start giving you the cold shoulder. No matter what you say, they'll remain unreceptive. In these situations, issue a challenge. You must shock their senses to break down their walls. Shock their senses? How would you go about doing that? Well, staring them down would be kind of confrontational. We should pretend to cry. Maybe I'd pretend to cry.
What?
Like, use crocodile tears until they give in? I guess that strategy might work against some people. I feel like studying the art of eloquence has slightly increased my eloquence.
all right.
Because I didn't do that one right. I didn't give the best response. Getting someone's agreement doesn't seem like it would be too complex. There's actually a lot to consider. There's still more left to read in the book. I'll pick up from here next time.
Time marches on, and the
So
age
many
of the
book
new king
things.
draws nearer.
Oh.
Finally! We're out of the desert! Oh wow, I missed all this green!
Ugh. Why is it so bumpy?
Hey, man.
Be the change in terrain, lad. See, you got to let the suspensions get used to hard ground instead of soft sand.
Must be nice to fly everywhere.
Oh.
What the? Did we just crash?
Of course not. That's
a cannonade.
Oh? We got shot at. Yo, what the fuck?
My star is rising! Ah!
Why are they attacking each other?
Sanctism will reign! Ah!
Oh, they're fighting each other.
Remember, from the opening ceremony, I think one of them is Guido, Forden's confidant, and the other is Luis's man, Gladel.
Prominent candidates. Shouldn't the king's magic petrify them for their aggression?
Nah, they're not high enough on the leaderboard for that to happen.
No, see where they're aiming. They're not shooting to kill, just to take out the opposing runner's legs.
It doesn't seem like they're trying to land a fatal shot, just aiming to break the opposing side's gauntlet runner.
stuck out in the wilds with no working runner. Whether they survive or not, they're dashing well out of the race.
So does the clash to halt each other's advance. Damn fools couldn't resist a show of force.
Look! Over by the legs. That crier is there too.
The fuck is he doing?
See, acting as witness to the higher candidate's conflict. It seems Gladel cannot match Guido's firepower.
Our plan hinges on winning Luis's favor. Can we afford to abandon Gladel if he's one of Luis's supporters?
What's our plan? If we just hang back and watch, Godot's gonna win. And Forden gets a leg up on the competition.
Oh man. Oh man, we have to interfere somehow. I mean, it does seem like Godot started it. Just based on his phrasing of everything, it seems like he might have shot first in this situation. Oh man. Oh man, I gotta make the hard decisions. But also, we don't want Luis to win, is the thing. Like, okay, so regardless of whether or not we win, it doesn't matter so long as Luis loses. Because if Luis loses to anyone, us or Forden, we're gonna be able to kill him after that then. Although I suppose the big important thing is making it so the prince can be king again, or at least become king now once we get him back up. So, yeah, let's help him out.
Let's give Gladel a hand here. Good thinking. That way we could win Luis's regards.
Agreed. Let us ride to Gladel's aid.
I say, hold on. You realize you're a no-name candidate, eh? If he wants to shut you out, he'll not have to aim for just our legs.
Well, yeah, but also he's not going to do that. He won't see, like, he's not going to see us as even a threat.
It's a runner, isn't it? If things get too dicey, we'll just run. Didn't you say we had the fastest craft around?
Fine. Suppose there's no room for caution if we want the world's eyes on us.
Okay then, it's settled. Let's make sure he owes us big.
Hell yeah.
Runner folk out there.
We're here to help. Withdraw, glitter. Who goes there? Why do you stand for Luis's forces?
God, I really don't like your face, man.
Well, sorry, can't get into it now. That gauntlet runner. You're that commoner candidate who destroyed the Grand Cathedral. Was that not enough? You would profane the sacred a second time.
Maybe use a little less lipstick, my guy. Like, nice touch, but you went a little heavy on it this time. Run, 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 run.
So be it. In God's name, be thou punished.
Ugh. Godot and his monk supported the deck. Looks like he knows the magic won't shield us. He's aiming to kill us here and now. We're in peril.
You
Ugh.
dare interfere in my fight. Know your place. Is it fame you seek? You thought by confronting me, you might lift your own names. Then you chose the wrong opponent.
I mean, that's not why, but go off, I guess.
Oleg, but it's a touch more complex than that.
We of the Crown Theocracy's monk army have silenced all who would oppose the eminence of God.
Don't give me the DreamWorks face, you cuck.
Your petty ruses are beneath me. Now you shall know how powerless you truly are.
Remember, the king's magic means we cannot move to strike Godot himself.
Go for his followers first. We'll thin their numbers and turn the tide.
Go, my brethren. Put the fear of God into these impious commoners.
You know, for monks, you're using awfully pointy weapons. Ah.
The freedom seeker.
I assume they would resist this because they're monks.
Know your place.
Blade in hand.
Peasant.
Fire!
Let's go.
What's on a cocky smirk?
This is God.
On your flesh wound.
Oh, he's not good with wind, huh? Ew.
He knows we can't attack him. He's toying with us.
It's not looking great. Wiser!
You disgrace the Sanctus way.
With healing power.
Healing.
I owe you.
Okay.
Lend me your strength. I'll stay my blade.
In the name of
Let me move back
Staying
and
on the
guard.
defensive. Sanctism is supreme.
This is nothing.
Take
And
this.
just
What could you hope to achieve?
stop cocky smirking.
They've sapped your defenses.
By the swan.
Yeah.
Now, what's the plan? No holding back. Hack and slash.
Ah.
You gotta aim better than
Ooh.
More resilient than I expected. I would lose nothing by conceding this fight. But the faithful are watching.
There's nobody else here.
For the sake of my dear brethren, I must hold nothing back. Now, feel the righteous truth of Sanctism engraved upon your flesh.
Does this mean he's getting serious?
Rise, my brothers.
Don't heal your guys. That's dirty.
Sanctism will reign!
Stroll's badly wounded. Anyone heal him? Stroll can't
Yeah,
take
Stroll's
anymore. Someone heal him.
Stroll's having a bit of a bad time over there.
We're not out of this yet.
Helpful as ever.
By the swan.
I see
Oh.
you.
In the name of justice.
Ah.
I will fight.
Ah.
Resistance is futile.
Sanctism will reign! Take this!
I mean, just
Sanctism will reign!
Don't underestimate me.
take the poke.
I shall fight as. Are you prepared? I'll
Slicer.
cut you down.
The freedom of with healing power.
Yeah, healing magic.
I owe you.
By the sworn oath of knighthood.
I see you!
This can't be.
Warrior!
Slicer. That's one down.
Sanctism will reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Sanctism will reign!
Steimer.
By this power. Let me
Yeah,
help.
Hulkenberg.
Is everyone all right? Look,
Take this!
Get him.
I can't afford to hold back.
Could do with this.
thank you.
Sanctism
Finish holiness. Hey guys, I think Sanctism will reign.
Sanctism will reign!
I don't know, it's just a feeling.
Captain,
Seeker!
you've got your defenses down!
We can do this!
Twas needed.
Helpful as ever.
By this night! Oh, mystic fire!
Witness
Fire.
me, brethren! I call upon royal power within!
Slicer.
Right on target!
Let's stay calm. I won't hold back! Wind!
Wind.
Sanctism will reign!
Power thrust.
Sanctism will
Only
reign!
a flesh wound.
This dude's gotta calm down.
They've sapped your defenses!
Let's try a little bit of ice. Ooh, very ice of you.
Hack and slash!
Ah,
Behold my power! We're not out of this yet!
heal everybody up.
I'm obliged.
My thanks!
Observe the enemy. This should
Use
help.
another ice.
In the name of They die.
Ah.
Let's go! Take this! Take this!
Here they come.
This is knocking me around.
You've got your defenses down!
The blade's edge!
Leaving slash.
Tough one!
Come! Not now. Join with me.
Jump
We'll team
thrust.
Roar with royal might.
Hiya!
Too easy!
Pull yourself together!
futile! Sanctism will reign!
Captain's hurt bad!
Can't give up now.
Let's get him some healing!
I'm sorry.
Captain's
Take
down!
this! Oh, please!
Help him back up! Hey! Hey! Wake
Here!
up! We're still in a fight here!
Witness me, royal soul, with healing power!
Twas needed.
Yeah,
I
with
owe
healing
you.
power, all that good
Let's
stuff.
go! Sanctism will reign! Sanctism will
Much holiness.
reign!
Only a flesh wound.
Okay.
With blade in hand. Fight there! Worthy foe after all.
I shall vanquish evil.
Get him.
By this power! Peasants!
Wind.
So, the faithful are broken before you, yet your desperate struggling is for naught. You cannot defy the inevitable. I am immune to all your wicked harms.
Oh, he gets to do whatever he wants, and we can't even get near him!
I mean,
Bend the knee and yield to the divine truth of sanctism.
I mean, we know that a duel will work, but they don't know that.
Now, are you prepared for the end?
Ah, I think not, you rotter!
What have you done to my gauntlet runner?
Kicked it.
We've nothing to lose. At the very least, I can thrash your old clunker until it's inoperable.
This is a waste of my time. So be it. You'll face your divine punishment soon enough.
There he goes.
Phew. Finally, he took the hint. Hey, get down here.
Hey, man. Oh, hey, it's that girl.
What are you playing at? You think I owe you now or something? I would have been fine without your meddling.
Are you hurt?
Of course I'm not hurt. Look, what are you after?
Oh
Why,
my
Liddell,
god.
surely you can spare some manners for a crew that saved our lives?
Dude, your eyes are fucking crazy, man. Can you even see with those?
Honestly, that got a bit ugly for my liking.
Well, well, well. Do my eyes deceive me? Juna the songstress in the flesh. What brings you all the way out here? A little tryst on the road, is it?
I like her, like, 60s style dress.
Nothing so saucy. I'm afraid this cad's just my chauffeur. Now please, darling, a little privacy, or I'll have to charge for an interview.
Fair enough, miss. Fair enough. Nothing you're not used to. Consider me chastened and shooed. Besides, I might have found another angle here that's just as promising.
You surprised me out there, love. You bested Godot. So you're not just a pretty face. You were more help than my useless driver, at least.
Haha.
Look here. However talented and famed a songstress she may be, you must remember to contain yourselves.
Hulkenberg's gay panic. Oh my god.
Songstress? Wait, is she the same Nydia lady who sang at the opening ceremony?
Aye, but that's... oh, blast it all, I can't take it anymore.
Oh yeah. He doesn't give a shit. Oh.
Yes, those are quality parts and no mistake. Luis really shells out for his own.
By the crown, you can't be serious. She is Juna, the kingdom's greatest singer, the dulcet diva. Oh, this is preposterous. Surely I can't be the only one starstruck?
Oh my god, Hulkenberg. Your lesbianism is showing.
Really? No one else wants to shake her hand?
No one else wants to shake her hand or kiss a little bit?
Group, I suppose it falls to me.
You're an interesting
I
little
love her so
ensemble.
much.
Wait, is that a fairy? A real living one? Where did you...
Hey, up there!
Oh? Hi. Oh, that's Luis's.
Gauntlet Runner. He's actually finished it.
Hey, man.
Luis.
My lord, Luis. How kind to provide a personal escort.
So that's it. I thought it was strange that a candidate like Gladell got stuck playing someone's driver.
But she was still the Sanctist's pick for the opening ceremonies? Guess even Forden's camp has to bend to popular opinion.
My humblest apologies, my lord Luis, for this travesty, especially when you had graced me with the privilege of bearing the lovely Lady Juna.
Glad to see Lady Juna's safe, at least.
Oh, who's this? These are cool guys.
I could have crushed that churchman like a bug, and I would have if these insolent fools hadn't.
I mean, you were having a pretty hard time, dude.
I'm sure. Sorry, don't much care.
It would seem you had to clean up my associate's mess. I'd like to express my gratitude, but if I might ask, who are you?
I'm a candidate.
I'm just another candidate.
Indeed. Then we are both striving for the throne. One would think you commoners, but for the Lady Knight at your side. And you have a gauntlet runner. Most curious. What made you decide to enter the competition? Looks like he's more interested than we anticipated. This might be our chance, so choose your words wisely, okay?
He's asking why I became a candidate. How should I respond? I mean, okay, definitely do not want to be honest. I mean, he probably wouldn't like getting his dick sucked, just like, I guess to become king? That would be the most believable. He might see us as an enemy. He wouldn't. He wouldn't see us as an enemy.
No time to get lost in thought.
I want to help you, Count Luis.
Oh? You fight in my name, do you?
Really now? So, you thought you'd step in for a little self-promotion?
We want to help anyone in need. That's what we believe in. Anyone. Most interesting. However, my immediate needs are met in terms of sword hands.
Oh, come now. Don't they have a certain charisma to them? Why? I dare say I saw them use magic without igniters.
God, her outfit is just so good.
Please, I know we can help you. We want nothing more than to see your vision realized, Lord Luis. You do know what that vision is built on, don't you? If you would claim yourself my ally, then prove your power before all the kingdom's eyes. You can't change the world without power, after all. If you can manage that, I'll consider your proposal.
See you, loves.
Goodbye.
Don't think this changes anything. Come on, Hector!
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.
It soars like a damn bird.
Right then, that could have gone worse. We were lucky we managed to connect with Luis this early.
No thanks to that Gladel. Even should we be accepted, he'll be no ally of ours.
Well, at the very least, Luis knows our faces. All we have to do now is avoid screwing it up.
He wants to see our power, does he? Then let's find Heisme, bring him to justice, and show the nation we're a force to be reckoned with.
Nice.
As the chirping birds return to their nests, and the darkness claims its dominion, the Gauntlet Runner at last arrives at its repose, a place grown thick with trees. Are the sounds from between the trees just the leaves being caressed by the wind? Or are they the whispers of the beguiling beings of the dark? The party never has to find out, for they are safe within the Gauntlet Runner.
Alright, safety.
Ah! Oh, damn it, blast!
Did you hear that?
You alright, man?
It's over. The end of the road. So ends the life of the genius engineer.
Hey, man.
Let's say we go check on him.
Oh.
Hey! Nurse, you okay?
Oh, you two. Terribly sorry. It's nothing, really.
You seem like you're having a problem.
Is there something troubling you?
Ah, well, I suppose you could say that. It's just the runner, you see. She's in top shape, but I wanted to make her peerless. An absolute beauty, you know, top of her class. Something that would make even old Luis's runner look like a bally apple cart. I'd not be
Bally
so
apple
much if I
cart.
just had a bit of spark.
A spark?
Yes, my girl. A spark of inspiration. A moment of epiphany. Like when I saw the lost relic.
The lost relic?
Lost relic? Doesn't ring a bell.
Ah, yes, context. They say that long, long ago, there was a civilization so highly advanced it was beyond all modern understanding.
Oh, yeah?
Automation ruled the day. people lived surrounded by machinery with no need to work. Legend has it that they lived lives of convenience and comfort. But somehow, that civilization just up and disappeared. God only knows what happened to them.
It really sounds like he's just describing Laputa.
Sounds kind of far-fetched already.
Hear me out, would you? The point is, once in a stretch, you hear about someone unearthing relics from those days of yore. Absolutely inscrutable to the layman, don't you know? But those in the know would recognize such a prize at a single glance.
Have you seen one?
Have you ever seen one of these yourself?
Oh, yes. When I was but a young sproglet, there was this loony old inventor in my neighborhood, both quite brilliant and quite daffy, as they often are. That old fellow only showed me his find once, but even seeing it lit a fire in me, like being struck by lightning. After that, it was like a boiling pot. Ideas rising to the surface. And my tinkering always came out marvelous. Some proper court engineer-worthy genius.
Very nice.
Utterly captured my imagination. The lost relic, I mean.
Wow. You could try getting him to show you again.
If only I could.
Oh, is he dead?
That old fellow went back to his own hometown. That single solitary glimpse of the past was all I had. The old goat. He told me he'd leave me the relic in his will.
Okay, so where's this guy's hometown?
Oh, some tiny hamlet somewhere on the outskirts of Martira. A village by the name of Camero or some such.
Oh, we're headed that way anyway, so let's stop by. And if he's not already dead, we can just kill him. Maybe I should look into Camero when we get to Martira.
This one's important.
An old inventor near us once knew is living in Camero, a village near Martira. He may be able to tell us more about the relic he once showed Nearus. We left Nearus, who dissolved into doom and gloom again, and headed towards our narrow sleeping quarters in the Gauntlet Runner.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Link. So we'll arrive in Martira this evening then. Good. Soon we'll be liberated from this blasted shaking. Liberated? I do believe I take offense to that. The fairy girl's right, you know. A carriage could never keep up this pace. Some gratitude would be appreciated. Apologies, I am grateful. It's just hard to show it while on the verge of losing your lunch. That, and I pray we can afford further hindrances like yesterday's.
Isn't that...
Once we arrive in town, we're supposed to meet with Barden, right? I'm sure the sights will be distracting, but let's not keep the man waiting.
Departing the capital and barreling southward, the party's gauntlet runner at last arrives in the old castle town, Martira, where their client Barden awaits. The towering castle's stark walls stare down coldly upon its visitors. The only question now is whether or not this gambit was the right move.
Should be fine. Oh, town.
'Tis far more desolate a place than I'd heard.
Not many people out. It's like everyone's afraid of something.
Yeah, they're afraid of the kidnapper man.
Ah, you're here. I've been hoping you'd show up soon.
I know it's been a while, but we pledged to help you. We'll not go back on our word.
Glad to hear it. I'm sure Lady Joanna will also be pleased. Oh, your pardon. Lady Joanna rules this city. She's also a most holy sanctoress of the Sanctus Church. She lives there, in Criganti Castle.
Sanctoristing.
I take it the locals are hoping for His Eminence Forden to win the tournament.
Aye, naturally.
No sane and righteous man would want Luis on the throne. Speaking of, I heard there was a scuffle on the road between two candidates gauntlet runners. The criers say Forden's ally suffered the worst of it.
Ah, well, that's Luis's camp for you. I assume it was them. I mean, some nasty characters at his heel, eh?
Luis is a tyrant.
Luis is nothing but a tyrant.
Yes. Such atrocities in his name. Unforgivable.
Captain, are you sure we can trust these strangers? These bounty boarders are always in it just for the money.
Looks like his officer's not on our side just yet.
Dinna be rude, Morris. They've come a long way for our sakes.
I guess in this game you gotta be a little scummy here and there.
Now, I'm sure you must be knackered from the journey. Let me show you to an inn. You can try our local speciality, perhaps.
Ah, you've a local delicacy. It would be a welcome treat.
You chaps go on. The old girl needs a bit of maintenance after carrying us so far.
Can't that wait until you've eaten?
Too much at stake, lad. Go on, don't worry, and I'll sort her out. Might well fix the Bally Waterworks while I'm at it.
Come, everyone. This way.
Right, is it a big bug?
Is this some kind of smoked dish?
Yeah, it's a big bug.
Roasted larvae of the giant sandworm. It's Martira's culinary speciality.
Aw, big
Cooked
bug.
to a delicate finish, just enough to preserve all the natural juices and flavors of the innards.
Oh good. Larval innards.
It's a unique texture, to be sure, but the taste is divine, exquisite.
You're completely serious, aren't you?
I love her so much. She's so good.
Something the matter? Do try some of your own before it gets cold.
Looks great.
Looks great.
What is with that smile? Not you two.
Don't be such a naysayer, Stroll. The rich flavors are bursting in my mouth. It's surprisingly tasty.
You fairly eat with gusto, young man. Passion worthy of a royal candidate. How was it? Sometimes the insides can twitch a bit, but it's harmless, I assure you.
Would that I had time to try more of your dishes, but... to business. Can you fill us in on the details of all these kidnappings?
Aye. Our wee ones have been going missing for at least 6 months. All told, we're looking at 15 children now unaccounted for.
And do you think this Heismay is your culprit?
I'm told he's a disgraced knight with nowhere else to turn. We've no proof, but the pieces fit. Seems to me that with nothing else to lose, he's gone rogue.
For a man who claimed a knight's honor to stoop to such horrors. 'Tis unacceptable. We must end this quickly, for our sake and his own.
If I recall the brief, it'll be quite a feat to even get near this Heismay. His hideout was in the midst of the Sandworm's territory, yes?
Aye, well remembered. He certainly isn't going to make this easy for us.
So... is Heismay's hideout way out here? Looks pretty far from Martira.
There's a runner.
Oh, I smell trouble.
A major candidate's gauntlet runner seems to be here.
Let's see here.
That's rival gauntlet runner. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna come across somebody.
Here's where we are now.
Now that you mention it, I have to wonder how he can even survive out there.
We've been chasing any lead we have, but we can't figure it all out. We're in over our heads.
Let's save this town together.
Let's work together to save this town.
We're awful grateful to have you. And don't worry, We'll pay you what you're due. After all, nobody else in the royal capital would give it a second glance.
We help anyone in need. That's why we've come this far.
Inspiring words, young man. Now, I hope you're not full yet. We've a whole spread of other dishes for you.
More bugs, I hope.
Now this is the pride of the town. A fine sweetmeat made from the juvenile sandworm's entrails. You'll find this tastes as sweet as any dessert.
Ooh, sweet meat.
Together, I'm sure we can find a way to the stronghold without falling prey to those worms. Now, please, dig in.
Tis altogether different from the roast. Why, 'tis succulent as a mellow fruit. Another marvel.
I love her so much. I keep saying it, but it's continuing to be true.
I'll schedule a meeting with the Honorable Lady Joanna tomorrow. Please, rest your weary heads for today.
Yes, schedule it if you would.
If they aren't here calling a free meal out of us, that is.
Now, let's go.
It's been a while.
All right, it's been forever since I've had such a spacious bed.
Exactly.
We're gonna meet the lady of the town first thing in the morning, so get your beauty sleep, okay? All right, Martira, Old Castletown, and it's in a different font. Very nice. All right,
What now?
I'm gonna take a quick BRB, and we'll be right back at it with a little more town saving and kidnapper bonking. BRB. Back to the video game. Back to the video game. Hello.
Pleasure to see you.
As requested by Barden, the entire tavern has been reserved for your party's private use today. I had to kick out a house full of drunkards for this, so I hope you're all worth it. Still, it was nice of you to come all this way, traveler. Please make yourselves comfortable. Thank you. The beds are in the back, past the door next to the desk. Alright. So, if I can look that back here. This series is probably going to be quite a bit shorter than the ones from the past couple days. I'm probably going to go for about maybe 4 or 5 hours as opposed to yesterday and the day before was 7 or 8. Informed man. Oh, don't mind me. I only just arrived here and just now. So it's not like I overheard that conversation you just had with Barden. And even if I did hear something, it's not like I'd tell anybody. I never would have made it as a professional informant if I didn't know how to handle sensitive information. That's right, if there's anything you'd want me to know about this city, simply ask me. You can always find me here. Hey, man. Alright, hey, Hulkenberg. All the cuisine here was delicious to the last meal. Martira is a fine city indeed, which makes this Heismay's offenses all the more damning. If all we've heard is true, hunting him will be a trial indeed. To be expelled from the Order is one thing, but to be wholly stripped of his knighthood, I would not be surprised if the man's given in to despair. Calm down, Hulkenberg. This ain't the game where despair is a thing.
Got a moment?
Thoroughfare Square. Danganronpa, that's it. Nice stroll. Finally free of those tiny runner bunks. Nice to sleep in an inn, isn't it? I love a good inn.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the bed in an inn.
Right?
I can see the monsters out there when we camp out on the runner, so I rest a little easier in an inn. In an inn. I wish Neurus would come inside with us, but I suppose if the runner's a castle, then he's its king. Neurus. He's a cool guy. Flower. I wonder if these rustic flowers were gathered from somewhere nearby. They smell great. Bed. Should I turn in for the day? Let's look around a little bit more. Desk. Pitcher of water. Should I take a drink? Yeah, take a sip. Crisp and refreshing. Obtain 20 mag. Oh, fuck. Bottle water. Fireplace. The winters in here must be harsher than the ones in Grand Trad. Cupboard? I can feel the skilled craftsmanship in this cupboard. Looks like there's something in the back here. I got a medicinal herb. Maybe Barton left it there for us. I doubt it, but I doubt he dropped an herb behind there. Like, yeah, they'll find it. About to sleep like logs tonight. Indeed. Let me look at the archetype tree. Do I have... it doesn't look like I have any... Yeah, it doesn't look like I have anything for my archetypes. Let's see, Hulkenberg's got the knight. Stroll's got the warrior. I'm gonna have him start working on... I need to max out the warrior to get started on Swordmaster. Expends life force to unleash strong physical blows. Hulkenberg and myself have the largest health pool to draw from. So I'm actually gonna have Hulkenberg study the brawler a little bit.
Fascinating. This right here.
Its heroic embodiment is that of the independent truth hunter, the earnest heart who sees the potential in all, striving for even greater heights alongside them.
All right.
1200 mag. Yes.
I'm counting on you.
I want to entrust Hulkenberg with this.
Of course.
Then hear us, O valiant heart. By shared resolve and an honored creed, take form as a brawler. You hear the voices of past heroes' souls. O worthy heart who tempers anxiety into strength. Expend thine own vitality and plunge into the fury of battle.
I see.
There's a certain honor in making one's own body such a weapon. I will break through. Discipline is no stranger to me.
I've acquired a new power.
Alright. My attack's gonna be a little bit lower though, which is what it's whatever. Armed with cash-fueled almighty skills, it can increase battle rewards to provide out-of-combat support. Let me go over to you. I'm rank 13. Not particularly high in any one stat here. I'm about equal with these two. Yeah, I'll work on maxing out Seeker for now. And then we'll just try out Brawler with Hulkenberg.
Good night.
Rest well.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Oh, it's gorgeous out.
Wow, what beautiful weather. I think I might have overslept though.
Hold on.
Where is everyone?
Let's
Oh,
hurry.
we're crunching a little bit. They all went to Krigante Castle ahead of us. Apparently we can get there by climbing the stairs at Stairstone Market. Alright. Chicken.
Lots of ideas.
Back. 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 Metaphor ReFantazio. No new bounties. Hello.
Beg your pardon?
All these rumors of abductions just make my skin crawl. Can't stop thinking about the buggers that might be prowling around as we speak. I want to run away, but I cannot leave the farm. See, when you don't have a gauntlet runner, leaving is no trifling matter.
More people missing.
Sir?
You.
Now, you listen here. I'm saying this for your own good. alright? You never know when the kidnapper is gonna show up. So if you're gonna lie down, dry your eyes, man. Go somewhere safer. Even you wouldn't like getting kidnapped, I'll tell you that much. This dude's like practically dead, man. You gotta chill out. Oh, water. Water cellar.
Hello there.
Give some water. Oh, I have nothing to sell. Mellow milk. Give me a couple of those. Fruit cordial. Ooh, that's an MP restore. I'll take that. What you got to say? The land of Calendula is blessed with an abundance of nature, you know? Well, if you ignore the desert, don't sweat the details. And our water is full of natural minerals. Consider pairing it with the milk you can buy here in town. Alright. More sitting around. We gotta go up those stairs. But what's around here, I wonder?
What would the gods doing? You there!
Boy, that your runner down there? Elder are riding on gauntlet runners these days, are they? Heh, never thought I'd see the like. Suppose that means you're the help that what's come to town. You're gonna take that runner to the giant sandworm and to High's Maze. You'll get a hero's welcome if you take him down. There's weapons and armor for sale in town. Ought to make good use of them. Oh yeah? I would like to partake in these weapons and armor shops.
What would the gods
They're
doing?
probably in the upper levels.
What is it?
What's out here? Can't just barge in there. I suppose that's Firmland.
Now what am I to do?
What's over here? Candidate poster. Abolish taxes. It's your money. Reclaim freedom for commerce and for yourself.
That sounds right.
Sounds like something a merchant would come up with. But the more you think about it, the less it makes sense. What would happen to people who can't work? Besides, if there were no taxes, how could the kingdom help anyone? It'd be every person for themselves. Well, I mean, it all depends on what they're actually doing with the taxes in this world. If this society takes taxes and uses them to help the homeless and the poor and people who can't work, like the disabled, that's good, and there should be taxes. But if they're not doing any of that, then no. The one taken recently was a friend of my daughter's, and she was so young. I'm afraid my daughter will be next. You must pray, or what else can we do? God shall provide. I mean, God's not going to save the daughter. So, are you all the ones Barden said we're here to help? Or what's your business here? What? We have business in Crigante Castle. Can we get there going this way? The castle, eh? In that case, you ought to take those stairs on the other side of town. Not that you can't get to the castle this way, but... well, it's just an unpopular little byway, is all. In times like these, don't you agree it's safer to be where there's lots of people?
All good.
You're right, we shouldn't be taking any weird detours. Thanks. But I want to take the weird detour.
It's not.
I want to take the weird detour. We'll never find any wacky characters out here.
Now what am I to do?
Up the stairs, then. Stairstone Market. Ooh, the market. Armor shop. Armor shop. Armor shop. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Iron helmet. I wonder if I can order some armor custom fit for a fairy. And maybe a sword or a shield too while I'm at it. You're thinking, why does she need any of this, aren't you? Come on, I need to look like a presentable champion of justice too. Yeah, we should get outfits for Gallica and be able to, like, use them.
What'll it be?
A customer? Well, if it's armor you're looking for, go ahead and take a look. Did I praise anything? I don't have anything. Alright. Damascus vest. Recluse clothes. That's 20,000. Man. Sand rat jambo. Desert gloves. 37 and 4. 39. 34. Endurance and agility +2. That's not bad.
Yeah, good.
Okay. I'll take those. And then let's see what the weapon shop's got. Oh. Bellows. Weapon. What a fine sword. Well, were all of these crafted here? Small town or not, don't estimate Martyra. Hey man, I need some sort of weapon. Otherwise I can't protect my family from kidnappers. Good point.
What'll it be?
You can get a good stabber. Go ahead and take a look. Let's see. Slayer's Basilard. Partisan. Damascus Cestus. Sanctor's Devotion. Sanctor's Resolve. Damascus Club. Hunter's Crossbow. Crossbow. Daggers. Semaphore. Abacus? Well, I guess the abacus... I would assume the abacus is for the merchant. But the semaphore, daggers, and crossbow. There's some peeps here for me to meet. Right. What do we got? Right. Okay. Good with weapons for now.
What'll I do here?
I should put... I'm gonna put Hulkenberg back on Knight.
Sworn oath of knighthood.
Hey. Bloody hell. We're supposed to just go about our lives when someone could strike from the shadows at any moment? We should just offer up some convicts or unwanted children. Say, you know any Elda no one would miss? Screw you. I'm sorry, that was a joke that went too far. Yeah, dude, you're talking about giving fucking prisoners and people to a man. But I'm worried, I tell ya. Putting my foot in my mouth now and then. Can you blame me? Yes, I can, and I am. I'm blaming you right now. Respect the old, tax the young. Of course it's a rogue idea. They live so long, the elderly would naturally gravitate towards ideas like this. But why at the cost of the young? Feels like the country would end up pretty lopsided. Yeah, like, what the fuck is this dude's problem? Just because you live for centuries. Rich, poor, man, woman, hell, even child. It doesn't matter to them. They're ruthless. Usually you kidnap someone, you got a purpose, yeah? But not here. It's downright spine-chilling, it is.
Whoa.
You're a new face? Oh, and are you that helper lad I heard about? Didn't expect you to be an Elda. My tribe doesn't matter. Oh, well, I suppose you're right. Besides, I'm grateful to you slogged all the way out here in that massive gauntlet runner. Not that I doubt you or anything. If Barton appointed you, then you have my support, no exceptions. You'd think a kidnapper's scary, but this Heisme fellow's beyond the pale. I heard he can command illusions. Anything's possible when he's able to abduct folk right off the street. Better be damn careful is all. Oh man. Everybody's on edge.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today. Need to get out there and restock, you know? Do come back another time if you're craving some meat, okay? Alright. Hey man. How's the Rankins? We came to see the King's Rock.
Hang on. What if...
I see.
I see.
Criers said the stones appeared around the world, and they weren't wrong. That means wherever we are, we'll be able to know the rankings. That's handy.
Oh.
First is Forden, then second is Luis. The support they've earned is kinda overwhelming. Even after a human rampage in front of the Grand Cathedral, Luis' following is stronger than ever. If anything, he's more popular. This goes to show how dissatisfied people were under the previous king. If we don't handle this smartly, Luis could very well end up king.
But
No, we've got to stop that from happening at least. I'm sure Forden's going to be making a move too. I hear a voice from somewhere. Thou who art destined to become king. Locus of his people's support, great custodian of their anxieties, at the foot of this monumental stone where their feelings gather as mag. To thee, by thy daily standing accumulated, by which thy growth is empowered, this mag is henceforth entrusted. Support rankings on the giant rock. Due to the King's magic, the faces on the highest ranking candidates have appeared on gigantic stones called coronation rocks, which have appeared throughout the land. Interact with them to see who's on top. An amount of mag equal to the people's faith in the protagonist will accumulate at coronation rocks. You can collect days worth of accumulation at once. The higher the protagonist's popularity, the more mag there is to collect. Be proactive in resolving people's requests to gain popularity.
Yep.
And now we would know where we stand. Shall we get back to it? I don't know who that guy is. Is that... That's the guy we fought, isn't it? Yeah, we fought that guy. That was the guy in the other runner.
That's wrong, though.
That's wrong. Don't go that way. Fuck, idiot. Pears. They're so shiny. Podium. Is now really the time to be giving speeches? I mean, it's a good idea, but you've got to work on your timing. I'm just standing around. Hey man. Can't even let my wee ones out of the house because of the kidnappings. Poor barons are fair mopey about it, bless them. When I told General Barden as much, his face fell like a dropped pie. He's a pure heart, our general is. But never mind that. Off to fight Heisme, are ya? Keep your guard up then. Rumor has it he's got some passing skill. They say he's faster than any soldier, that nobody could so much as nick him. Must be quick on his feet. Bro's pretty tough, I guess. Hey girl. You're late. Poor Barden has been waiting on tetherhooks. Apparently the lady has graciously agreed to meet with us. Best not keep her waiting, Let us be about it. The castle looks positively ancient. I wasn't expecting the city to have such a rich history. Before the kidnapping started, I imagined this city knew peace. Let's get the details from the lady of the castle. Crunching. Crunching.
I've awaited you.
So you've all come. Fantastic. Lady Joanna is waiting inside. Let's go right now, if that's all right. Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Please, come this way then.
May I present Lady Joanna, Sanctoress and the ruler of this city.
Hey, lady.
These are the ones who have undertaken the request to subjugate Heisme.
I am Joanna, presiding lady of this city. On its behalf, you have my gratitude for traveling all the way from the royal capital.
I like your neck.
Lady Joanna refused to use taxes to pay for this, so she sold her own heirlooms and possessions to secure the funds.
It's clear you want only the best for your people, milady. So we'll give you our best in return.
I cannot claim any nobility above yours. Even as other aspirants to the throne quarrel and bicker, you've chosen instead to help the kingdom's people.
Well, we don't deserve that much credit. After all, we're not helping for free.
Even so, please put an end to this tragedy.
We won't let you down.
We won't let you down.
Thank you. In truth, I thought it foolish to decide a monarch by a simple vote of popularity. But perhaps there is something to it. Here is my offer. If you get rid of the culprit, I will appeal to the people of this town to support you. 'Tis most kind, but
Oh.
can you truly afford that?
Quite the offer.
Surely, as a church sanctoress, His Eminence Forden would expect your support. Indeed. However, I would rather have a king who truly cares for his subjects. Yes, Lady Joanna.
Based. Based. Yep. Based. Based.
Now, I must return to my duties. I shall await our next meeting.
Hell yeah.
We're counting on you.
One,
'Twas a confident
2,
smile indeed,
3.
with a great deal of pain behind it.
I know it's but a step in our plan, but truly, I hope we can help these people. She even promised us political support.
She did say it. Well, I mean, I can't help but wonder if she'll keep her word on that. It's quite a promise to make when she barely knows us.
Yeah, that is true, but I don't know. She seems fine.
Did something seem amiss?
Not in particular. Maybe it's just the gloominess of this place getting to me. So what are we gonna do about Heisme? We'll have to go out in Sandworm territory to find him, right?
The mere fact of his kidnappings suggests he's passing unseen by guards and sandworms alike. The question is, how?
Let's ask around the city a bit first. Though I can't say we'll find many willing to talk with the streets this deserted. Maybe we'll have better luck around the taverns and shops.
Mayhaps.
We should go.
Everyone went out to gather information. We should ask around too. Alright. Manor door. Doesn't seem like they're using it. What a waste. I wonder if that will become something later. Okay. Oh.
Boy.
Oh, you there. Can I talk to you for a bit? Heard that you're gonna catch that Heisme for us. Now I just wanted to give you my thanks. You see, my wife, she's one of the people that have gone missing.
My thanks to you.
I don't know if I can be of any help to you, but please, if there's anything I can do, just say the word. Do you know anything about the sandworms? Unfortunately, no. I don't know much about them, I'm afraid. Sorry I can't be of help. You ought to ask the others around here, though. The shopkeepers might know more.
All good.
Really? That's at the, Stairstone Market, right? Let's try asking around there. Do I currently possess the ability to exchange mag for money? There was a guy... I'm wondering if there's more than one guy that can do that. It would be very helpful if there were. Hello. Low energy woman. Giant sandworm. Why are you asking me? This is a fruit stand, you realize? You really think I have anything to do with a dangerous bug like that? Me? The fruit seller? The fruit seller? Me? Sandworms? Fruit stand. Sandworms? The fruit seller? Me? This is a fruit stand, you realize? We got pears. Oh, this lady.
Welcome.
Oh, I'm sorry. Afraid I'm all sold out of meat today.
So, hey.
Oh no, that's okay. We're after information more than meat today. You don't happen to know anything about a giant sandworm, do you? Only that it's dangerous. When I go out hunting, I give him a wide berth. Wow, impressive that you go out there alone. Still, do you know anyone who might know something? Let's see now. You might try asking that fella by the armor shop. He's got quite a fondness for giant sandworm larvae. Oh yeah, he'd probably know. Concoction Emporium. Medicine shelf. These medicines must be pretty rare. Vesp venom sac? Really? They even put bugs in their medicine. Gross. Hello. It's not every day that an Elder comes by. Oh, I meant no offense by that, as long as you're able to buy something. Mesmerize, apothecary. Alright, yeah, we just got medicines, fairy dusts, various remedies, slumber thorns, binding rope, decreased hit evasion, note of remembrance, cures forget. We're pretty good on health restoratives. Okay. Oh. What you got? This city never seems to grow. On the plus side, that means I can formulate unique medicines for each of my customers. If you become a regular here in Martira, then I'll be able to concoct some of my very best medicines for you. Alright, so the longer I talk to him and buy from him, the more, like, the better medicines I'll be able to get. It's beautiful, but I'm not sensing any magla. It's just a decorative igniter. Okay. Not everything needs to let you shoot fireballs, you know. Sure, it's a nice plus, but it's not a requirement. Hey, 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 hey. My daughter's gone missing. Please, help me find her. Ma'am, it's been 3 weeks since you went missing. It pains me to say it, but... No, I refuse to believe it. Children aren't just getting snatched up like that. Yes, they are. They explicitly are. It is a well-known fact that they are, dude. Where have you been? It seems we missed the mark with our assumptions. I've spoken with the Guard Corps, but they know little and less. Oh, man.
What is it?
Giant sandworm. We Martirans love our edible grubs, but we're a bit indifferent to their inedible parents. Larva's my personal favorite, but I know little about them before they make it to the kitchen. Who might know? Oh, wait, you can't eat the parents? What a silly thing to say. They're the ones that eat us. Though, that does remind me.
Right.
There was a merchant yesterday at the tavern boasting he'd gotten real close to the sandworm's den. If that's true, it'd be quite the feat. Maybe he's still in town?
Nice!
That's some good info. Maybe this merchant's still nearby. Let's ask around Thoroughfare Square. The square.
An elder candidate? No. Must have got that wrong.
An elder candidate? I would have thought it. Hello, sir.
Good.
Say, I've heard about you. They're saying you come all the way from Grand Trad to take down Heismay. We've been waiting for someone like you, someone with real guts. Hey, you interested in letting me test your courage in the truest sense? I think you'd really fly. Haha. What's with this guy? To be honest, he doesn't seem like he'd be much help in gathering information. What do you mean? This is dangerous. Even a protagonist wouldn't survive that drop. No way. Oh my god. Dude. What even is this? Do they make people walk the... Is this their version of a gallows? Do they make people walk the fucking plank? Oh my god. Even a protagonist wouldn't survive that. Oh, hey, Forden. Pray and be saved. I feel like I've seen these all over the place. Ford never misses an opportunity, does he? The other candidates are copying him and putting up posters too. Ain't that just the way? Hey man, you good? Ugh, this headache. I am well and truly destroyed. Nasty little hangover this. Blimey, I'm embarrassed just thinking about yesterday. Why the hell did I go and do something like that? What did you do? Hello.
Yes?
Giant sand worm? Sorry, young man, don't know a thing about it. What I do know about is the next few days worth of bad weather. If you're interested, stop by. Bad weather. Think that might affect travel at all? Once we got things figured out, maybe we should go talk to Asir again.
More people missing.
Can you see?
I'm out of ideas.
This one's got the blue pillars.
What do you want to know?
You were at the tavern. What's your business with me?
Excuse me.
Well, we're looking for a merchant. One who had something to say about the giant sandworm yesterday. Oh, that guy from last night? Yeah, he was blathering so loud. You heard him whether you wanted to or not. Nobody said? Why don't you ask him yourself? I know your next question, it's plain as day. But where is he? I'm this town's informant, you see. I can tell you where that merchant is, among other things. But information isn't free. How's 150 reeves sound? Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Just like I knew you would. Now then, a deal's a deal.
Here's the real skinny.
It's the Ishkia in front of the fountain just there. He drank so much yesterday at the tavern he was practically taking a bath. Now he's hungover. Yes, finally we got some useful information out of this guy. Now let's go to the fountain and talk to the merchant. A random informant. Those who make their million gatherings selling information for their private networks. Dangerous labyrinth and monsters outside the city. Information, private organizations and scandals among the nobility. News is more valuable than gold. Information lives and dies by their sources. Okay. Engineer that designs and maintains gauntlet runners. Because magma crystals power runners, engineers need to be familiar with the workings of magic and magic igniters. They also need to be well versed in a wide range of fields, from dragon crystal technology for movement to armaments for battle. As the costs are required are more substantial, engineers almost exclusively come from noble families who own gauntlet runners. A clerical title of sanctism, permitted to administer rites, ceremonies, blessings, and the like. The title of sanctor is treated more like a broad certification of religious qualification, and they are not explicitly required to work for the church. Okay, who's Milo? Milo Maurizio, an Ishkia candidate participating in the tournament. A princely man claiming to be an illegitimate son of the Montario royal family. He pledges to adopt a caste system based on beauty, with himself the most beautiful of all, bestowing grace and honor upon the country as its king. His suave looks and mannerisms have earned him a devout following. Each time he smiles from the stage of on his gauntlet runner, the Palace of Beauty Hildebrand's shrill screams can be heard from the crowd. He's not even, like, hot, though. Batlin. Albus Batlin, a Claymore man who works as a crier for the Crown Theocracy. Batlin is the opposite, prioritizing the provocations of the people as though commentating on a sport. Okay. Gladel. Yeah, here he is. Idaeus Gladel, a young Ressant warrior who serves Luis in his lower rungs. Keeping his dog at his side, even in battle, he's earned the title the Black Hound, out of both fear and ridicule. Because Luis did not formally enter the tournament for the throne, Gladel entered of his own volition to secure Luis's following and act as a proxy for their support. He hopes that if he can make a name for himself in the tournament, Luis will acknowledge him. Alright, Godot. This guy. Ovis Godot, a muscular, bald-headed Ressant warrior who serves as both a captain of the Monk Army, the enforcement arm of the Crown Theocracy, and Fortin's primary bodyguard. He assumed the role of captain after his predecessor lost his life during the suppression of the Mage Academy in Montario. He specializes in a unique fighting style that combines magic, staff, and spear techniques passed down through generations of warrior monks. Sanctress Joanna. Joanna Calendula, a rogue woman serving Martyra. Although she's a Sanctress, she's more flexible than those in Grand Trad, in that she doesn't often impose strict doctrine onto others. She's grieved by the continued disappearances of her people and is so concerned that she elected to use her own private funds instead of taxpayer money to place a higher bounty on Heisme. Based ruler.
I can hardly think on it.
Huh? What is it? You got business with me?
Hey!
Hey, is it true you got pretty close to the giant sandworm's den? How'd you manage to do that and live to tell the tale? Oh, right. To tell you the truth, I didn't get that close to it. I just found a giant sandworm husk. That was it. Then at the bar, I was excited and, well, pretty drunk. Anyway, at some point the story turned into me waltzing right up to the sandworm and staring it down, and I regret that now.
No good.
Well, great. No one seems to have any information. It's almost sunset, too. Let's meet at the tavern for now. I'll go gather everyone else.
Not a scrap. I suppose we knew it wouldn't be that simple.
It is far too early to give up. I spent over a year asking after the prince with no luck, and still I did not falter.
Yes, and it's very admirable. But I think I prefer a change of tack instead.
Bowler hat guy.
Might you answer a question?
Terribly sorry, but I can't help you. I'm just here on my leisure. You're better off finding the information you're looking for elsewhere.
This bowler hat guy.
Suspicious character, isn't he?
Hey, you lot. You seriously gonna hunt down Heisme?
Yeah.
You're Barden's man.
Yeah, the guy with the attitude.
Not sure I should tell you this, but here I am. There's actually a way to avoid the giant sandworms. You just gotta wait for the sand flash. It's a local event, a kind of storm, and the wind kicks up sand peppered with magic crystals. Not too uncommon a sight round here. Our diviners say we'll have a sand flash in about 5 days. Seems to put most wild beasts to sleep. Might be some magic effect, or might just be waiting out the storm. And that includes the sandworms, eh? They'll nod off, and with proper timing, you'll sneak right past them. Heisme might well be using the same trick himself.
We're much obliged, but if you know all this, why haven't you and the guard gone out?
A guard unit stomping around would wake up the whole den. Didn't much like saying it, but us local lads wouldn't be much use against Heisme anyway. But you think you can handle him? Aye? Wouldn't be here otherwise.
With this information, we can.
That information is all we needed. Thanks for the help.
Good luck out there. And don't worry, no charge for the advice, eh? Can't have you getting yourself killed now. Cap's reputation's on the line. And, one more thing. You didn't get this info from me. Aye?
Understood. But why? You could have shared this with us at supper yesterday.
What? And got myself volunteered to go out there as your travel guide? Nay danger of that.
I mean, we weren't asking for one.
I see.
Anyway, I'm counting on you.
I think he might have just... I think he was probably just thinking that, like... He was thinking we were just in it for the money. So he wasn't going to say anything. But now he's, like, realizing that, oh yeah, these guys are actually chill.
Finally, a solid lead falls into our laps. And we'll not even have to bother with the sandworms. We've apparently got 5 days till the sandflash hits. Let's make sure we can get this done quick. Looks like more than a day's trip on the map.
If it takes us one night to reach the giant sandworms' territory, and we aim to go when the storm has them all asleep, we should leave in 4 days' time.
Yeah.
Let's go inform Nearest.
4 days.
Righto, straightforward enough. Long as we get in when the worms have all tucked in for a nap, we'll be just dandy. Suppose I'd better crack on with the tune-ups then. Don't want the old girl failing on us when she'll be our only hope of egress, eh?
Meh. Oh?
Hmm?
I think something just reacted. What is this?
Oh, that? Damned if I know. It was just in the blueprints from the royal family. Works rather like an igniter, but no idea what it does. Just don't go breaking...
Oh.
Whoa,
Teleport?
easy there. You all right, lad?
Is it a teleport?
Thought I saw something glowing. Then you came over all giddy, gave me a start.
For a moment, it was like the light was blinding.
Still can't believe this thing reacted. Look, we don't want any nasty surprises, so I vote we stay put and rest up for today, just in case. Don't want you passing out on me, do I? Just consider it a little precaution for the trip.
We rested inside the Gauntlet Runner for today at Norris's request.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I wonder what that thing does. Hey, more.
Your journey is going well, it seems. One by one, you take your steps forward on this road. A supernatural awakening, a call to adventure, legs to carry you. All of these are coming together. Accordingly, new powers needed for the journey seem to have awakened.
That thing in the Gauntlet Runner?
Are you talking about that thing inside the Gauntlet Runner?
By my eyes report, there is one piece of equipment in the Gauntlet Runner that was created in ancient times. Something no longer crafted in this day and age. A divine relic. It contains ancient magic once thought lost. The power of teleportation.
Yeah, it is a teleporter.
Its great power will turn your Gauntlet Runner swifter than any beast or transport on land.
Oh, so we can fast travel to other parts of the map.
Most interesting. The reasons elude me, but you seem qualified to use this divine relic. I cannot imagine this is mere coincidence. Perhaps you are guided by an unknown hand. Now, try to imagine vivid, familiar scenery, somewhere far from the land where you rest.
Like Grand Trad.
What's going on here?
What's with all the yelling? Wait, isn't this...
What? The royal
What?
capital? How? We were in Martira just last night.
Eurus? Surely you didn't drive us back here?
Are you mad? Don't you remember how many days the last trip took? You can't dash and well pop over to the capital in a single night.
Oh boy. I wonder if this is the teleportation magic Moore was talking about.
What? So this is some magic you saw in a dream?
So this teleportation, it can just whisk us all back to the royal capital in a flash. Even the Gauntlet Runner came along for the ride.
It certainly did. And there might be a reason for that.
Do you know something?
She was custom made for the prince. When I wasn't there in the concept phase, when they gave me an odd gadget and said, make it work, I bloody well made it work. You saw it yourself, eh, my lad? That part all bound up in its heart. Last night, we caught it glowing. Then I wake up and find a proper hullabaloo. Damnedest thing. It only started glowing when you got close, eh? Maybe you were a trigger of some kind.
Maybe I am.
Maybe I am.
I cannot say I've heard of teleportation, and yet... surely there can be no explanation for this other than magic.
Hold on. If we're back in the capital, that means we've got bigger problems. We're due back in Martira for the bounty. If it takes us days to get back, that's all our planning ruined.
If we magicked ourselves over here, let's bally well see if we can magic ourselves back, eh?
He makes it sound so easy, but what do you think?
'Tis no small feat we ask, I know, but might you at least try?
Can I use this teleportation magic? I'll just have to try. Where are we? Oh yeah, okay. That's the wrong way. There it is. I can hardly follow such turns. I never thought His Highness's Scarlet Runner would hold such a secret.
Oh, dash it.
Well, well, you can knock me down with a feather. I always thought something was strange. I thought it to be a type of igniter, but when I tried fueling it with magic, it was as quiet as a mouse. I ran up and down the castle asking all the other court engineers, but nobody had an answer. Couldn't even tell who put the blasted thing into the design. Let me think of a place we've already been to.
Where to?
Martira. Some Martira.
It reacted! The lad really is the key to triggering it!
Oh, hey! Are you sure this is safe?
All we can do is trust him.
Zoom. Teleport.
It's Martira. They really are back.
I can't believe it. It feels just like when the king's magic caused that spectacle in the capital.
In my eyes, it's the other way around. It's not powerful by virtue of being connected to the king or to the lad. Maybe it's that all magic is supposed to have potential of this magnitude. You've all got some powers that defy understanding too, eh? Gives one the sense that those sanctists preaching about needing igniters are wrong or lying outright.
I mean, that's definitely possible. It could just be that the whole stuff with igniters and needing them and then making them so expensive is a form of like suppression to the lower class and the less privileged, only allowing those who have been born into nobility of the quote-unquote proper races and tribes and stuff like that have access to the actual magic, like the actual usable stuff, but nobody tries to use it without that because they've all been told that it's not going to work.
I suppose when you say it like that.
Speaking of sanctism, well, not like this. A tool full of this kind of practical, unorthodox magic is against all their teachings. Why would the royals have had it?
Hold a moment. With this teleportation on our side, can we travel anywhere in the world with only a thought? If that's so, we may not even need a gauntlet runner at all.
What? You mean we could just magic snap ourselves to Brylehaven? Just like that?
Go on, try it out.
But we've never been there.
No reaction.
I wish I could imagine it, but we've never been.
So we can't go somewhere we've never been before. Anywhere else you've been? How about Montario?
No. Commoners don't usually visit the 3 great cities.
But we can go back to the hidden village. We have been there.
'Twould seem this power of travel is somewhat conditional. Best that we define its boundaries now.
We can go back to the village where the prince is.
So, in the end, the only places we can teleport to are the cities we've actually been to.
Well, thank you very much. Ha! Almost had me out of a job there, lad.
Sounds like you've got to envision the destination in great detail for it to work. We'll need more than a glance out a window or a passing familiarity. And you have to focus for it too. Seems to take you a moment, which means it won't save us in a fight.
Not as convenient as it sounds, huh?
How so? Now we can return to the royal capital any time we need to restock. Tis useful enough as is, and the more places we travel, the more we can return to.
You're right. And now we can drop by to see Maria whenever we like.
Yeah.
Like that. It really is something impressive.
Fast travel unlocked.
Even if we've no idea where it comes from, it should certainly prove useful.
Our next foe is a bounty, and we have a lot of preparing to do. We've got 3 days to go, so don't forget.
Well, I won't. Alright, subjugate Haizme. To capture Haizme, you must be well prepared. You can grow stronger by accepting requests around town, such as the Martira Recruitment Center. Now that your mission has begun, your base of operations has been changed to Martira. Each time new operations begin, the town you stay in will become your new base. Your departure date is July 2nd. Try to be well prepared for it. If you want to return to a previous location, such as Grand Trad, open the world map and You good? Okay. Select your desired destination. You can travel there with teleport. Teleporting does not pass time. Oh, very good, very good. Only 3 days until we depart. We're up against a strong opponent, so we'd better make sure we're as strong as we can get too. Speaking of, I saw some bounties up at the recruitment center. Alright. Reportable quests?
What now?
What do you mean? I'm just gonna return. Oh yeah, I can go back to Maria. Providing a spark, deal Castletown kidnapper, Morse task, man's not so best friend. Yeah. Alright. Let's go and What?
Oh, my apologies. You're all right there. That's a relief. Well, I'll be off now.
Did you just fucking pickpocket me?
Hey, you sure you want to let that fellow go? He nicked something of yours just now when he bumped into you.
Oh no! Griez's dagger is missing!
Motherfucker. It appears Griez's memento was stolen.
Let's chase after him!
Get him!
I don't see him anywhere! Jeez, how'd he disappear so fast?
Aw, man. Really? Where can we find a clue that will lead us to the man who took Griez's memento? Hi, bowler hat guy. That guy who stole our dagger, any idea where he went?
No.
I may not. I have no reason to give you that information. That's true, but I mean, that dagger's really important to us.
Oh?
Is it? Well, you'll have to excuse me if I don't go lending a hand to everyone who puts one out. Come on, not even a hint? This man seems to know something. How can I get him to help us? Consider it a kingly investment. Would that really work? My imagination isn't high enough to know what to say next. I need to be more imaginative. Fuck. Okay. Alright. Hey, Stroll. About your home. Forgive me, it isn't a subject to rush through in a place like this. Must be about Halia, his hometown. I should catch him next time we're on the move so I can discuss it at length. Interacting along your journey. Traveling affords you opportunities to strengthen your bonds with your allies. If an ally wishes to speak with you on the road, do try to make time for them. Alright. Yeah, we do still need to go back to to Halia to get whatever's left there. You'll need all hands on deck. With everything going on, I've got to get out to patrol, so I'm sorry, but we'll be closed on July 2nd to July 4th.
Take a look.
Want to look at the bounty posters? I've got a bounty in Tradia Desert that needs a willing set of hands to take on. Tradia Desert is south of Grand Trad, right? So how did you know that? The royal capital is pretty far from here. Don't underestimate the military. Each city shares information on bounties, though I'm not at liberty to tell you how we do it.
Hunting to you.
Anyway, you can look at the list of bounties from across the country regardless of where you are, and accept them too, so fight your hardest to clear them up, alright? Alright, drink water. Alright. Bounty target. Heisme. We got him. Goborn King, Forest Champion. I need to slay the Goborn King in the Imp's Den east of Martira. Defeating Goborns in black may lure it out. The informant at the Visca Alba Tavern in Martira should have more details. The bounty is for a contract for the Goborn King. An impressive name if it wasn't only a Goborn realm he presided over.
Yeah.
We're familiar with Goborns. They're pretty common and easy to handle. Not quite. They'll attack you with swords and bows, as well as magic. The boss won't come out until you dispatch the underlings, and they're a bit tougher than you might expect.
Hey.
So how about it? We do need funds for infiltrating Heisme's hideout. We'll do it. Yeah, we got some stuff. Excellent. The Goborns are skulking at the Imp's Den north of Martira. When the king's not around, a magic-wielding Goborn keeps order within the horde. Take him out and a guy should appear. The mages wear black cloth. Alright, get more information from Martira's informant.
Good hunting to you.
Bring me the Imp's loincloth. Ew. If I ain't smelling the cock on that cloth, you ain't getting shit.
Let's see here.
So in the northeastern forest, here it is. Apparently it's called the Imp's Den.
This place.
Alright. With the reward, we can better prepare for Heisme. Let's hurry and take care of these Goborns. Alright. Let's get the informant. Hatch open sound dot wave. What is it? Something you'd like to know? Yeah, tell me about the king. At first glance, it appears you to be an ordinary forest, but journey in deeper and you'll find yourself in the Goborn Haven. Those creatures are clever enough to understand that strength comes with numbers. A single Goborn is easily dispatched, but a horde of them is trouble. If you've got business with the Goborn King who runs the horde of them, you're going to want to take out the Goborns in black cloth. No weaknesses to speak of, but they love a good nap, and you can find some items to make them drowsy at general stores around town. That's how you fight them. You may already know, but don't go wielding a staff, yeah? They'll fly off the handle. Can't even control it. What else? Ah, there's also a lot of giant insects called vesps in there. They're apparently weak to pierce attacks, so you'd best prepare yourself with a spear or bow, or something of that sort. That's about it. Be sure you're well prepared before venturing to that place. I received a scrap of paper inscribed with the information. Ingredients.
Here's the real skinny.
There are shops of all sizes in Martira. You can buy Badoo meat and Morricone meat from the butcher, and a specialty item called Bellow milk from the water shop. In addition, there are some stands where children smell rock beans or fragrant spice and such. There's a village not far off with Orgo sugar, and there was also a kid selling plant seeds over on Cattle Racket Road, though you can't eat those till you're on. Martira has a fine selection of goods. The people are honest country folk who'd be proud to sell you a variety of seed and harvest. Alright. We'll probably be able to grow some stuff on the runner eventually.
More people, I see. Now what am I to do?
More people to talk to and hang out with to increase my stats. Martira, Cattle Racket Road. Hello. Oh, it's a cow. It's not gonna get mad at me, is it? Oh, it's just a bunch of little guys. What's over here? This is giving me a bad feeling. Alright. Okay, we've got until the 2nd. That's not a ton of time.
This is the pits.
Oh, are you the help they sent for? Didn't think you'd be in Elda. But what are you doing here? Nothing around these parts but old wells.
Hey, listen.
I guess it's over.
Hey there, you wouldn't be heading into that well now, would you? I've been hearing eerie cries coming from below. Makes me hair stand on end, it does. Stay away if you know what's good for you. Why are you being so weird about it? What's down there?
Excuse me?
Hey, Elder. Yeah, you, Mr. Elder. How'd you prefer your Valma, roasted or stewed? Turn roast, I think. Nah, you're joking. You gotta have Valma slow roasted, mister. All proper connoisseurs like Valma stewed. You probably shouldn't tell anyone you like a turn-spit Valmo. They'll know you're not a connoisseur. Ah, that's right. I didn't mean to talk to you about Valmo, Mr. Elda. Are you interested in my special foods? Ta-da, rock beans. You can get some yummy dishes with these. I've also got the fragrant spice and the hero's fruit seed. Oh, hero's fruit seed.
Thank you,
Alright. I'll buy some rock beans. I'll buy one of each. Play one of each of these things and see what I can get.
Can we talk?
Some spice.
Hey, mister.
Oi, Longshanks. How'd you like your Valmo? Turn roasted or stewed? I prefer stew. What? No, it's no good. God damn it. It's no good unless it's on the spit. You got a child's palate, pal. Didn't let the seed girl over there know you like stewed Valmo. She'll talk your ear off now she's found a kindred spirit. You're both Minjin. God damn it. Whatever, I guess. Since you're here, want to buy these bugs I caught? Well, my bugs are fresh from these parts. Aye, the town's dangerous, but without a trade, how's an urchin like me to pay for room and board, aye? You should be able to use these as bait when you're fishing, too. You can go fishing?
Can we talk?
I'm sorry? Where's the fishing minigame, Mansley? Where's the fishing minigame, Mansley? Alright, we're right back on the eloquence. We're right back on the main road. Let's go to Trad. I can do a few things here.
Let's go.
I want to go to the that's pretty good. It's more favorable on days the weather is bad. I have 18,000. I can get $50,000. Alright. That's good for monies.
Now what am I to do?
Okay. So now that I'm here,
Tournament for the throne.
how shall I spend my time? Could always go to Maria and talk to her to turn in that quest. And I think I will do that. I need to be more imaginative, which I'm like halfway. I'm like halfway to having more imagination. Jesus Christ.
Understood.
Alright. I want to go get that bounty.
Yeah, but... That's right.
What now?
Let's save. Yeah. Away we go! And this counts as a dungeon.
Let's go.
Alright. Monsters seem to be on the rise, even this close to the capital. It doesn't take long to feel like you're really in the wild.
Yes.
And present times make the capital a popular travel destination. We cannot stand idly by. This Barney apparently leads a pack of wild dogs, but it's something called a Mangela. Oh. So that thing. Wait, was that monster just now? Did it approach because it sensed us?
So apparently.
Looks like it checked up on us and then ran back.
Well then.
Let's just focus on the smaller curs. It can't ignore us forever.
Yes.
So you aim to lure it out. As good a plan as any, so let's be about it. Making bounty targets appear. Some bounty requests require a number of enemies to be killed before you can fight the main target. Once you've defeated the required number of enemies, the bounty will appear. Make sure you're prepared for the real battle to begin. Alright. So from here, what we can do, since we're out in the desert, we just gotta be a bunch of...
There they are.
Oh.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
That might be of use later.
I see.
Forehead.
Come on! Push through! Right there.
Dogs.
Charging in.
I know exactly where that thing is.
I see the enemy. We have
Yeah, battle. Fuck it up. Nice.
And that's that! Victory's ours! I think that's all of them.
There they are.
Hey, good one.
I see the enemy.
Point, point, point.
There they are.
I think they see us.
Time for some close.
Amazing! Great moves back there.
I see the enemy.
I knew you could do it.
Such skill.
This is like a very, very...
Right there.
I know I've talked about it before, but this is like an incredible blend of character action and turn-based.
Nice. We're so lucky.
Damascus Shamshire. Is that good for what you have? Is that better than... It is not better than that. Ah.
I see the enemy.
Impressive as ever.
Hmm.
There they are. Come on! Push through! Right there. Come on!
Impressive
I
as
see the enemy.
Exemplary.
Also just gonna run the perimeter here and just map out the whole area.
There they are.
I think they see us.
Time for some close.
Very impressive.
I see the enemy.
We've been spotted. Hey, great
Alright.
job.
Item over here. Give me that beetle.
Pocket it.
Okay. That's back to the city, which, if you look at it close enough, you can see that that's just a very small model right over there. Love that.
There they are.
Yeah. Oh?
Look,
I'm sensing something huge, and it's headed right for us. Seems like messing with its pack has made it really angry. Is it the big boy? Yeah, there it is.
All right.
It finally appeared. Damn, it's huge. Between the worms and this guy, the people in town are essentially trapped. One certainly expects beast in the desert, but for something like this to appear... No kidding. This isn't the type of fellow the city guard can handle. We've got to do something.
Present and focused.
Watch yourself. This is no mere worm or wild dog. Yeah, I can see that just fine.
Get ready.
Here it comes. Brace yourself. Rah! All right, this guy likes inflicting poison. So blocked physical attack. Move to the back. Use some wind. All right. Or cry. Attack and defense falls. Stinger attack.
Hulkenberg, your attacks are rear guard. They're weak to ice. Let's stop them cold. Come.
Oh, they are. Oh, they're weak to ice. I see. Oh yeah, we did learn that. Fuck, but I don't have anybody who can use it.
Take this. No, no holding back. Hack and slash.
Slicer.
The freedom of a
Turkaja and Hulkenberg. Fire breath. Stinger. Stinger. All right. Oh man.
As the noble I am.
Oh.
You first. Come forth, royal soul.
Pop a heal.
Plus needed.
Poison needle. Poison needles. All right. Use Knight's Proclamation. Slicer. Wind. Yeah, even without the ice, this is gonna be fine. Oh, oh.
No.
Slicer.
I will fight with her. We're not out of this yet.
Top off.
Thank you.
My thanks. Still persuaded.
Stinger Frenzy.
You've got a bunch of ailments slowing you down, Captain.
I can't afford to hold back. I shall vanquish evil.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You've got several ailments slowing you down.
A tough one.
Yeah, this is... Yeah, it's fine.
Captain's hurt bad. Let's get him some healing. The captain's on his last leg.
Was I predictable?
In the all yours.
By this power, we can do this.
All right, heal up.
Bye.
Crit. Okay.
I shall warrior.
Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yeah, nice. Hell yeah, Bone Helm. Very nice. Rampager Tail.
However,
That this bounty had been left unaddressed. The military must truly be short-handed.
Even so.
True, and while I'm glad we can profit from it, this sort of thing really is their responsibility.
Yes.
I could not agree more. At least the threat to this area has been neutralized. For now, anyway.
Right.
Absolutely. That's enough for now, Shallot. Let's go report in the recruitment center.
What do you think?
Leave it to us. Shall we return to the entrance? I want to keep looking around. Keep your eyes peeled.
There they are.
I admit, it feels good to get stronger.
All right, he's leveling up. Yeah, let's go ahead and there is a chest up here. So let me grab that and then we'll head back. And then I might do some grinding off stream just to like get everybody's archetypes maxed out so that they can move on to other classes. All right.
Hey,
Yeah, let's head back to the city.
right?
Let's think about what to eat. Back to the Martyr Cavern.
All right.
We've taken down the Majula that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help the people, too. Charlotte, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Nonetheless.
About that sand flash, hardly seems like one's coming. Do you suppose it might turn for the worse on that day? The seers are rarely wrong in my experience. Let us assume the weather will change as described.
Guess we're splitting up.
You know, all things considered, I think we did a great job today. Let's get some food in us so that we can hit the hay. Let's see, we earned our rest. Good job. We all shared every moment of peace.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
We got a major bargain.
It's Idol's Day, which means the stores have plenty of bargains. If you had your eye on anything, today's the day. I hear a voice.
Mister.
I wonder how Mister is doing, but I can't ask Miss Fabian. Yeah, I gotta go turn into Maria. Let me report the bounty. Surely not. You really managed to slay that bounty? That's certainly its rampager tail. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it, it's yours.
We did it.
Alright. After slaying the target man-eater Mangela, I reported back and collected the bounty. I got more money and some courage.
Alright.
So courageous. It's outrageous.
Well done.
I admit that I underestimated you. I'll have other contracts ready for you, so be sure to check back.
What do you think of this?
That reminds me, it's not exactly a bounty, but I heard that something strong escaped from the Garen Cathedral's mausoleum back in the capital. Some high and mighty noble in the capital is looking for someone who can take it down. Said something about it having made off with a family heirloom. Claims the reward will be pretty reeve, but the army's too busy to deal with a personal request, I think. Why don't you give it a go? If you feel like you know a thing to, the noble on Sunlumio Street would have more details.
Oh, yeah?
So there's a monster in the mausoleum. Should do something about that. Maybe the noble in the capital would know more. Alright. I'm also gonna head to the shopkeep and grab some weapons.
Hey.
Got a bargain today.
Oh, is it the day of rest already? I'll give you lower prices than usual then. Yeah, give me that.
Yeah.
Buy an item on discount.
Now then. All right then. Where to?
Royal Capital.
Let's go.
Well, hushed honeybee. Alright. Stick with Fabian. Alright. So I feel like that's gonna be it for this one. I'm getting pretty tired. I did say earlier this one was gonna be quite a bit shorter. Yeah, so over the course of this weekend, we made it about 19 hours into the game, which is kind of insane. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I don't think I'll be getting back on tomorrow. Just gonna take a day off, and then it's gonna be every other day for the rest of the week, and then of course longer streams Friday night and on the weekends. And that's the that's gonna be the schedule that I'm gonna try to keep to for now, just because it's been pretty erratic thus far, just because I'm still gaining a little bit of understanding as to how this scheduling will work out with other obligations like work and stuff like that. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this one, and I'll hopefully see y'all in the next one. Go ahead and do the big cool YouTube and Twitch things where you hit the like and subscribes and the comments as well. If you feel like there's anything I can do, that I'm still just starting out with content creation, so if you feel like there's anything that I can do differently, any advice you may have for somebody who's a bit more seasoned, then yeah, just go ahead and drop it and I'll take a look at it and see what I can do to make a better product for you. So yeah, I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. Goodbye.